Live with the Goblin-Orc Nation Liberation Session 10. Do you guys remember what we did last week?
We did terrible negotiations. That's what we did.
They weren't that bad. You guys got a good deal out of it?
Last session, we decided to do a little bit more research on the fire giant, as well as the kind of giant that they had seen and almost killed Oz. And we went to the library while Oz was still kind of like recovering. And we found out about cloud giants and more about fire giants. Dot was mocked by some asshole guards, but she totally told on them. So, get fucked, I guess. And then let's see. So while we were at the library, Oz wakes up, starts day drinking, and then she's approached by the gnome that wants to recruit her to the underground fighting ring. And our party came back during this conversation, and Katara was not too happy that the gnome was talking to Oz about it. We made some plans, about killing the fire giant. Dot sought out another alchemist to learn a new spell, and she was going to need to make some potions and stuff before we set out. Let's see. Oz and Katara ventured outside of the city to fight a boar. Oz killed it and butchered it. Let's see. Dot met an alchemist and agreed for them to copy down Blur from her formula book in exchange for learning protection from arrows. The party regrouped and we discussed what we were going to do next. We really didn't, get too specific on like instructions or anything. But we went to Jan and told him that was when Dot tattled on those asshole guards, and he took us to the tower to introduce us to the chancellor named Mary. We waited for about 30 minutes, and Mary set us up with like finger food and water before we got down to like negotiations. And we learned some more about like the force that came attacking with the fire giant. There were two orcs, one that favored Falchians, one fought at range with his bow, and the bow was magic. The orc wielded that bow with skill, and then there was one who was a spellcaster but did not have a whole lot of powerful magic, it seemed like. And Fire Giant was able to destroy pieces of buildings with ease. He was quite strong. And that this group is very military minded. They're tacticians, they run drills, so they're going to be tough. They are followers of Tinsel, and they believe that Tinsel himself is a fire giant. So Mary suggested not running in blind and to scout the situation first. We got down to negotiations. We kind of, because there'd been a little bit of time between sessions, kind of forgotten about not letting him know that we knew Ronald. And so then they're like, oh, well, if you know Ronald, then the price is already negotiated. And so instead we're like, well, we found out more information that wasn't covered by the scope of our contract. And we were able to negotiate a bonus, basically. They are going to pay us 8,000 GP, and because the information we had was valuable, Mary said that, in the future, as long as we all consent, he will grant us a wish.
True.
And that's basically where we left it.
Good recap. And yeah, we can come back into that... fade back in from the black when you guys got that information about getting a wish. Gamix goes oddly quiet And,
Not oddly. Normally quiet.
I guess so, yeah. But is there anything else you guys wanted to chat about here? Did you guys want to learn about what a wish means? What does this mean for you? Or do you guys want to kind of regroup as a party and we can kind of get out of this area?
Would we not know what wish means? Not something we'd be familiar with.
It's like a widely... It's not like you know the particulars of it. It's that sort of thing where it's like everyone kind of knows like what the FBI is, but some people don't actually know like exactly what they do or what you know what I mean. It's this big ambiguous powerful thing that you've heard about, but you have no idea about like the details or how it really works. You've just heard since you were growing up like, oh, like you make a wish or whatever, and then people are like, oh, like the spell, like you can wish for whatever you want, and it'd be like things like that you heard, but you don't know like exactly.
Well, I'm hesitant to go back to the library since we're going to get shaken up again for a coin.
Well, you're still in this room, so you could ask them about a wish, because he's the one granting you it. Or you could feign that you know all about wishes, it's not a big deal, and...
I mean, we don't have to make a decision right away. We can also choose at a later time to learn about wishes, unless there's something that you
I just figured since you're right there with the person who's granting you it, you can ask questions. Or if you guys are satisfied with your bargaining chip, they can wheel out the 8,000 gold. And
I feel like I would probably ask them just to make sure it seemed like this was a good value.
Ask who?
The people who said they would give us the wish.
Sorry, what are you asking them? If it's a good value?
No, I would probably ask them about like more details about what it means to get this.
Oh,
so that then I could assess whether this feels like a good value.
Gotcha. Yeah. Mary will look at you and say, if you were to ask anyone, I am bestowing upon you one of the greatest powers one could ask for. And I don't give it out lightly. I only can do this once a year. And I only can grant it to anyone but my own kind. It is my most valuable thing I can bargain with. Yeah, you believe their words. There's no reason to doubt them. You could do... did I put in the details here? Yeah, you could give me a knowledge... I think it's local to identify what... Or knowledge of the planes to identify what kind of creature they are to see if he can even do this. Maybe he's lying about being able to do this. Yeah, you're not sure. Dot, what kind of creature or race of being this is. But you have been dealing with a lot of Djinn here. But they don't look like a full Djinn that you've seen before. But they have the same kind of features of Djinn. Like they have he looks very I think I said he had all those like lines and almost like tattoos, but you're not sure if they're tattoos. Let me see if I can pull up an image of this guy actually. While I'm pulling that up, did you want to ask any other questions or talk about anything further?
So last session, Dot was basically when they did the little detect thoughts. She was preoccupied about like how she's going to, contribute with the frost giant. She was just thinking about making the liquid ice and stuff. She's still kind of on that train. She's not really, she's like, okay, a wish, that's pretty cool. She is not overly concerned. She's more just like thinking about all that she has to do. So I don't think that she has any questions specifically.
What all can we use the wish for? Are there limits on it? Are there things we cannot ask with it?
You can ask whatever your heart desires. However, I am not a god, so there are limits to the strength and power that I can employ. But short of altering the world or in a catastrophic way, I'm sure I can make it happen.
Are you wishing for meat, Oz?
That waste of wish. I'm not that stupid.
Yes.
I don't think I have any further questions unless anybody else does.
I would not use this on a whim. I would take your time and think about what
Oh
it
yes,
is
I'm
you
not
all...
expecting to use it immediately.
Mm-hmm. Where did my image go? Ah, there he is. That is what he looks like.
Ooh, the tattoos are fucking cool.
Yeah. There's an action kind of pose, but, you know, it's pretty badass.
Quite some eyebrows he has.
Yeah. Yeah, so he has, like, some Djinn features, but he doesn't have any, like, wispy bottom halves of his body. I did mention he had a trident next to him, so he's probably some sort of water-based creature, or wields some water abilities. But yeah, if you guys didn't have any more questions, he will thank you again for the information and your service with dealing with those other creatures, and they will give you several bags filled with gold to amount to 8,000 gold pieces. They don't have any platinum apparently, but if someone wants to add 8,000 gold to their...
I've got it.
Excellent. And yeah, you guys can get your things, finish your drinks here if you want, and then leave and go back to tavern, talk amongst yourselves about what just happened, or if you have anything else you'd want to do.
Dot for sure wants to talk about preparations that are being made.
Sure.
I would say she has a one-track mind, but it's really she's just like, okay, we've got a lot to do, you know.
Yeah, fair enough. So, yeah, you guys can head back to one of the tavern you're staying at and get a few drinks, sit at a table, and talk about what's to come, what preparations you want to make to fight a fire giant. And I'll put on some tavern music.
It's funny that they had offered us 800 platinum, but then paid us in gold.
Oh, we just brought them tons and tons of gold.
So I've been thinking about like what sorts of potions I can make. I was thinking maybe make 2 of the cure moderate potions for each person.
That would be great.
Mm-hmm.
And I will also make each of us a resist energy potion.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll make a protection from arrows for me, since you guys are
Why
not...
I need resist energy. I want energy. Energy make me stronger.
It just protects you from burning as bad.
Why do we care about that?
It helps you fight.
Do you want to
longer.
survive?
I not get hurt by energy, as you put. I get hit by hammer, fist, axe. And most I still stand. Only one time, thing take me down.
Yeah, one time so far.
That thing's super big.
What do you think a fire giant's like?
Easier. He works
Yeah,
for other
well-
things. He lesser. Lesser things work for bigger things. Right?
Yeah, that's how this relationship works, right?
That different. You tell me what do. Because you actually stronger of voice. I'm stronger of arms.
I'm just teasing you.
I also
Okay.
thought that I would probably just make one protection from arrows potion for myself, since I'm usually the only one, in boulder throwing range.
You don't think they throw a boulder at me?
Probably not, because if they tried, I think you could probably find an opening and attack them.
Maybe they're already gonna be opening. They're gonna be a lot of people, right? Just like us, but then also giant.
Do you want me to make you a potion? I can do that.
I don't know, that'd take a lot more time.
Yeah, everything I've figured up, it'll take me about a week to make all of this.
So no need element, no need arrow.
You don't want
eat arrow.
You don't want
Yeah,
either.
no. Please make the resist energy for her.
I'm not gonna have time drink. I got drink healing potion while I get chop.
Well, you drink the energy before we attack.
How we know when before?
We're going to scout it out. Remember they said not to go unprepared? We're going to...
You always successful scout?
Most of the time, yeah.
Most important, because you just talk about how me get knocked out one time, me not get knocked out all time.
Rakazir, you're very loud right now.
I'm sorry.
Yes, we will do our best to scout. We can't predict everything, but the plan would be, as Dot said, to take that potion in advance, because you don't need to take it after you have been hit, right?
Right. I believe so.
How does it work for, you said protection from arrows would also protect you from boulders?
Anything like ranged.
It gives you damage reduction versus those things.
That's convenient.
In a moment of pause when you guys speak, the centaur that guards this area kind of will clear his throat as he gets up to your table. And he has a bunch of...
Horseman, you came back!
Don't call me that. And he has a bunch of these parchments in his hand, and he'll put one on the table, and it'll be a crude drawing of that gnomish fellow you saw, and it's like a picture of him like this, and below it says "Wanted for crimes against the capital."
This good picture. How you make good pictures so good? You got horse drawing skills? You do with hooves or with hands?
No, I didn't draw it. There's a artist who draws wanted posters. Anyways, I saw you were speaking
Where
him the
I find
other
him?
day.
He good. I want him to draw a picture of me.
You don't need a picture of you.
Why not? I'm gonna win championship.
No, there's no fighting happening.
Anyways,
We're fighting giants.
Anyways, if you see him again, he's wanted for crimes against the capital. I am instructed
What
to...
did you do?
Apparently he's associated with some underground fighting ring. Anyways, I've just been told to hand these out to people I've seen him talk with in here.
You look like you would be good in underground fighting ring.
He blinks at you.
You probably kick real good, right? Kick real hard? I get kicked by a horse once.
You're
real
probably
bad.
gonna find out how they fight if you keep talking.
He just sighs and taps the paper and says...
No, it's not legal for him fight me. He can't fight me or he go bad.
If you see him, please let the nearest guard know there's a reward.
I say all kind bad thing. He can't do nothing.
Okay, Akazir, please.
Okay.
Rein it in.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
your time.
We will alert the guards if
He nods.
we see or hear of anyone.
He'll trot away. So you'll just see him go to one of the other tables, and he just starts handing these papers out to each table. And yeah, you guys can continue, but there's this wanted poster in the middle of the table now.
Yeah, it's a good thing that I don't let you just go with whoever comes up and makes you a proposition.
He nice person. He
I
friend.
don't know if he's not. Oh no, he is not your friend. That
He
is not how that
friend.
works.
We friends.
What were you saying, Dot?
I was going to say, I also was thinking about perhaps buying something to teach me how to make potions of invisibility. That would make it a little bit easier for us to scout.
That seems like a good idea. Do you know how much that costs?
I mean, I guess I could do an appraise check, but it's according to the rules, 150 to 200 gold. Not very
that's
expensive.
it.
Yeah. For
Yeah,
a scroll, yeah.
that seems like a good deal. Unless you can get that guy to teach you something else and you give him something in return.
True. That is possible. He might be interested in doing that. It would take me a little longer if we did that, but part of the reason I'm so focused on this is I want us to have every chance to survive. I don't want us to get in a spot like what happened with the Cloud Giant.
Agreed.
Um,
Well, it's up to you if you want to try and bargain to do another exchange. That's fine, and if you would prefer just to purchase it, we have party funds available.
well, maybe I'll try the bartering first because, I mean, just for the potions, it's going to probably be about 3,000 gold just to make everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then it wouldn't hurt to save a little gold where we can.
Yeah. So I guess that'll be my plan for today. Is I'll head out there, see if he knows anything, if I can, borrow his spellbook again.
Sure. Yeah. You can head back out. And which spell are you looking to borrow from or learn from him?
Invisibility.
Invisibility. Let's see if he knows invisibility. Yes, he does indeed have the formulae to make an invisibility extract. So yeah, the same thing. He'll let you in. The house is in disarray, as usual, but he'll ask to look at your book again and see if there's anything he wants to learn from you.
Of course. I'll hand him the book.
He will say, I'm not so interested in your double-paged formulae. Can I instead have your single-page ones, but two of them in exchange for my
Sure.
two-page thing? Okay. Yeah, he will point to Enlarge Person and Crafter's Fortune that he would like to read from your book and copy into his.
Sounds good. Yeah, that works for me.
Excellent. Yeah, and you guys can begin transcribing your things. Do you remember how much it costs to copy your thing? I always forget.
I always forget too. Let me check.
looks like it'll cost you 40 gold.
Oh, excellent. Okay. I will definitely pay the 40 gold.
Yeah, and you're not like paying gold. This is like these are like the supplies, like the special ink, the special whatever that you need, the nice materials you need to transcribe the proper formulae and the magics into the book. But yeah, you will need to deduct 40 gold, and
Okay.
the spell is yours. Or
I will
formula.
thank him again and say that, I appreciate our mutual understanding.
Mm-hmm. And he'll say, "If you caught using, you no get from me."
It's just something sometimes. I just learn things. Who knows where they come from?
People use that to sneak around, and I don't want to be responsible if you get caught sneaking around.
Well, the plan is to use it on creatures outside the city, so.
Well,
But,
yeah, good luck with that.
yeah. Out of curiosity, do I recognize the writing on the fence post now?
Oh, yeah, let me check your languages. Oh, did you add it?
I did. It's the first one now listed.
That's the wrong one.
Ooh. Okay then.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you took the right one.
Oh.
Because the language that you asked to learn, I don't know if that's the one you wanted to take. It was Orin, which is the language you wanted to learn.
Yeah, that's what I was wanting to learn.
So yeah, if you change that to Orin, then
Yeah.
you do understand the writings outside his door, and it says "Keep out, friends only." In Orin.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, you can make your way back to the party after a few hours of that. Is there any other preparations the other party members want to make or look into while you're waiting for Dot to brew some potions?
We have a shit ton of money. Is there anywhere to actually buy stuff here?
Yeah, there are stores. You guys went to a magic store earlier, didn't you, last session?
I didn't know. I didn't remember if it was here or not.
It was here, yeah.
Okay.
You went to Effie, I think it was.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. So if you're looking for magic items, you could go back to her shop. Or if you want to
What are you
find
looking
another
for?
shop, yeah, what are you looking for?
I think it'd be useful if we maybe make some of us stronger. Or maybe make some of us harder hit.
Yeah, probably. What do you have in mind?
I don't know.
You just want to go to the shop and ask?
Yeah, we could answer questions.
Okay. We'll probably take Dot a little while, so we can go back and see Effie.
Yeah, and for like RP purposes, Jess, you can be with the party and in your downtime you're brewing the potions. You don't have to just like sit there quietly and not RP when they go to places. It's just
Okay.
assumed you're working on it in your downtime. So like you'll go to the shop for a few hours, you'll go back, you'll brew, you'll tend to the potions, you'll leave them like cooling or heating up or something for hours, and then you go with the party. You know what I mean? So it's fine.
Okay.
So yeah, you can be with the party. And you guys can make your way to. You said you wanted to go to the same magic shop you went to before?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys can make your way there through the town. There does seem to be an increase in guards that you see. And there seems to be a lot less lounging around as you move through the town. The past days you've been here, every time you saw a guard, they usually, unless you were near the tower, they're usually kind of slacking off, slumming it in a corner or something. But now they seem to be walking in pairs, patrolling, always in proper posture and kind of like their spears against their shoulders and walking around, looking around and stuff. They seem to be attentive and walking around and stuff. But they don't bother you or say anything to you. You guys can walk to your magic shop. And there are a few people in here, but it is quite quiet. And you'll come on in, and this is your first time. Did anyone go with Gamex before? I don't remember, actually. I think Gamex went alone.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so you guys heard about it, but I think Gamex went solo, but you guys are here now, so this person doesn't recognize you and says, welcome to my shop. How may I help you?
Sorry, is Gamex with us here and just
If
quiet,
you want
or...
them to be, but for practical purposes, they can't speak, so I'll just assume their stomach's hurting or something and they want to take a rest, or they're tending the potions while you guys go out. They just felt like being alone for a bit or something.
Before we get in, I would just double check with Oz. How many do we have, or how much do you think we have that would be reasonable to spend?
We count our money. Hold on. I give you a count. Equivalent 20,000 platinum, or 2,000 platinum.
Is not the total of what we have what you think we could spend and still have?
I don't know. Me, not mathematician.
Okay. We have more than that total, though, right?
We have 2,000 platinum.
That's everything we have.
That, yes, with little tiny extra.
Okay.
Just a reminder, Effie is a muscular, giant kind of person with crimson skin, smoldering eyes, and small black little horns that curl above her head, and smoke rises in curls from her flesh. It's like little wisps.
Well, hello. Our friend wasn't feeling well, but they recommended your shop. I had come in here earlier. Gamex, with the special arm. You might remember him.
Yes. We don't get many of those people who fit that description in here, so I do recall. Welcome. Did you come to buy the stone they were looking at? The Ioun stone?
Stone? What stone?
They came in here looking for an Ioun stone. Let me remember which one they wanted. That's right. They actually mentioned that they needed to confer with their colleagues about if they wanted to buy it or not. I assume that is you.
How much is it, and what does it do?
It was this one here. Where is it? Oh, where did it go?
It was like the most expensive AC one, right? It was the insight bonus one.
Yes.
So it's like what, 5,000?
Her price was 6,000.
Okay.
And for a flawed one, it was 3,000. But yeah, she takes out this dusty rose prism of an Ioun stone and kind of like just tosses it in the air at someone. Let's see who gets the free Ioun stone. At Katara. The stone it looks like it's about to smack you in the head, and then it like whoosh, pauses, and then it starts orbiting your head.
Wow.
Yeah, she says, yes, that is the expensive one. It looked like he was contemplating either getting that one, which I told them the price was 6,000, or if you were on a budget, I have a flawed one on hand for 3,000 gold.
What downside to flaw one?
It gives you the same benefit, although the flawed one will make your muscles weaker.
What? That terrible scam. Why you sell scam item?
That's why it's cheaper, and that's flawed.
That sounds terrible deal.
They're telling us up front, so it's not a scam.
It's useful. It's useful for someone who doesn't rely on their muscles and is perhaps more dexterous, or doesn't rely on
muscle
brute strength.
always matter.
Okay, Akazir, we know that's true for you, but you are not everybody. Okay, well, we consider that. I'm curious. We're wondering, kind of what options you have available in terms of things that can make us harder to hit and make us stronger. In addition to this, and kind of, uh, around the same or less price range.
Well, harder to hit is floating around your head, but make you stronger. Let's see.
Is that what you said, Oz?
Yes, we already have like belt thing like this, and I clap my big giant belt of strength, and then I clap her big giant belt of strength.
Ah, you already have the belt. All right, then.
Maybe bigger belt. I see belt with bigger symbol on it.
Yes, I do have... what do you guys have, +2?
+2.
Ah, yes. Yeah, I shall say I do have in stock one that has the bigger metal buckles. That'll make you marginally stronger. If you're interested.
I just want to say that Dot is going around the shop touching everything.
Yeah, there aren't unlimited things that are able to be touched, but there are many things. There's like things that are just like on pedestals and things that are on like mannequins of sorts, and you can just start touching them. She doesn't seem to say anything, at least not yet, unless you do something else, I guess. But it doesn't seem to bother her. But she'll say yes, and she'll take out. I have one on hand and can work on making you more if you need them. But it'll take.
How much is?
If you trade me in your belt, I'll give you this one with your belt for 10,000 gold. And your belt.
Wow. You know math good. You tell me, is good deal or bad deal?
Are you asking her that?
I'm asking Dot, yeah.
Oh, Dot. Okay. I thought you were asking
Dot's
me.
wandering around.
It's a small shop. She's here. Appraised, yeah. It is at a slight discount than market price.
That's actually a little bit cheaper than market price.
Even with the trade-in?
Yeah.
Normally, the belts cost 16,000 gold. Your +2 is 4,000. So
Yeah, it would normally cost us 12,000 on a trade-in. This is 10,000
for one belt.
For one belt, yeah.
Why so much less? Why give discount?
You seem like good people.
Do you have any cursed items that are like also at a discount?
We do not carry cursed items here. It's bad luck. Bad for business.
I'm curious if I have any feeling about whether Effie is being sincere about their reasoning for offering this good deal.
You can take from it what you will. If you're trying to suss out if it's like a cursed item, you would know that in general there'd be very bad business to sell you something you didn't bargain for, and then word would get around, and this would not be a pristine shop and stuff like that. So
yeah, but maybe she follows certain gods where that's a positive thing to do, and the drawback isn't a major drawback.
Maybe, but with that sense of motive,
yeah, I mean it was pretty poor.
Yeah, you think like it's like it's not like you roll a natural one sense motive and you're like, oh duh, I don't get it. Yeah. But you're like, this is weird, but I don't really know why, kind of thing. You don't really sense anything. You don't pick up on any features of her face, like give any tells or anything.
Okay.
But it is odd.
How much would you take for this? And Dot will hold out the periaptive wound closure that we got.
Ooh. Yeah, she'll look at it and she'll say, oh, what is it?
It's supposed to, it's like a necklace, and sorry, I lost my thing here for a minute. Okay, so it doubles your rate of healing, or allows healing of wounds that wouldn't close. As long as you're good, as long as you're a good person.
Oh, excellent. Wait, as long as you're a good person?
Yeah, it doesn't help evil people.
It given to us by Glowy Person. Glowy Person say we good people on good mission, so they give us this.
And you're going to give it away for gold?
It not very useful to us.
I see.
I already have a necklace, and she'll kind of, show the amulet of natural armor that's a little bit more towards what I do. So I was hoping that it could be mutually beneficial. We get a little gold, and another good person who would need this actually.
Another.
Sure. I will offer you. I'm just gonna think for a moment. I could offer you gold, or if you throw it in with your old belt, I'll give you another brand new belt. The brand new belt.
Oh.
And we'll call it even. Or if you just prefer straight up gold for it, I'll offer you your. I've heard of this item before, but not the restriction on being a good person, so I will have to look into it. So I'm taking a little bit of risk here. So I will offer you a flat out 850 platinum pieces for it. Because I'm assuming some risk here. I don't know if it's able to be sold in that condition.
I'm okay with us just getting another belt.
So then we would get 2 belts for 10,000 gold, plus this. Turning this in, right?
No. You trade in your old belt plus this item, and I give you one brand new +4 belt.
Ah, okay.
But she only has one +4 belt on hand. She would have to make the other one, which is going to take her 16 days.
Wait, so you expect us to trade in both belts or just one belt?
Just one.
One belt for, yeah.
Okay.
Well, what you all think? I want bigger belt. But I know what be like self his.
That seemed like a good deal, Dot.
Do I need to do another appraise check, or?
No, you identified the item, and you're pretty good with appraise, so I think it has a value attached to it, so you know that value in character.
Okay.
But that's the value you would buy it for, so typically when you sell your goods, it's usually for half price, usually.
Also, she's giving us a little better than the half price value on it.
Yeah.
Not to mention, she's given us even more value if we trade in. So I feel like there's probably something wrong with this belt, but
Yeah, I think this is a good deal.
okay. So I get belt.
Yes.
All right. Give me the belt.
Yeah, she'll take a moment to polish it up with a cloth and just remove any small dust that may have accumulated on it, and she'll hand it over, and you can hand her over your old belt and the parapat of wound closure.
Do you want me to just delete it, or should I gift it?
Yeah,
or...
sure, just delete it.
Oh, we're stronger now.
In 24 hours.
No, it's temporary right now.
Yeah, it just becomes permanent or whatever later.
Yeah.
Anything else I can help you with? Are you
What do
interested in
y'all
that
think
stone?
about the Ioun stone?
Yeah.
I think if Max was wanting this, that we should get it for them.
Yes, Max do good job. Max deserve.
Which one should we get though? Should we get the
Get
flawed
real one, not weak make one. Why make weak?
Yeah, Gamix uses a lot of strength. Gamix needs to be strong.
Well, Gamix not use a lot of strength. Look arms. And I'll reach over and like pinch and wrap my hand around Gamix's arm. See, real small arm. Gamix not big strength.
We would like to purchase the full proper one.
Excellent. Since you've been you've already bought something, a pretty high ticket item, I'll give you a slight discount.
You be very nice.
Yes, I do value my customers and hope if you're ever in the
Also,
city, you will visit.
Dot,
me.
we get a good deal. You think about. See
As
if
soon
good
as-
deal.
As soon as she lets us know how much.
Well, she said 6,000 for the Dusty
yeah.
Rose originally.
6,000 was my original quote. I will give you. I'll let it go for 5,800.
Oh man, she's still scamming us. All right, well, you didn't roll high enough.
I know. I was like,
Yeah, it seems ballpark what it should be worth.
That's fine. She got
Ish.
us. She got us one way. We got her the other. Unless my belt turns out to be bad. So, John, you got me. Let me do the math here.
I've added. I'm assuming you're giving the Ioun Stone to Gamex.
Yeah, you
Yes.
said 5,800.
Yes, 5,800 gold.
I would theoretically not know better, but because she's a bitch, I'm giving it to her in gold. So get fucked. I don't like it. I don't like that you're cheating me, but I don't know that you're cheating me.
if only we had a coin that would like tell us if it was a good deal or not.
It was a fair deal.
But yeah, I've given the Ioun Stone to Gamex's sheet. You can just pluck the stone off your head and toss it over to Gamex.
Quick question for future reference. I'm guessing the headband I have would not help me figure out if this is a good decision or not. Like a good value.
Let me look at your headband again. Because maybe.
I really think so, but maybe. Yeah.
You always think of it after. It gives the word foresight, effectively allowing you to determine whether or not a particular course of action will grant weal or woe. Yeah, so you could have like thought about, will I get a good deal in this shop? And I could have gave you like a response. But it would have been pretty specific. Like if you just said like, will it be a good thing to go into this shop? And that's too generic, and no matter what, it would have been a good thing because you would have got items. It wouldn't, unless she was like giving you curse stuff, then that might have helped with that.
Okay. I just didn't think it would be something I could use to like think about value, but that is good to know.
Yeah, it's. I mean, aside from the exact raw on how it works, I'm telling you, you can use it to ask any question that you're thinking about, and I will try to give you a meaningful answer of some event that happens in the next 30 minutes in game time.
In fact, what I would say is make John have to figure out shit as we go. Ask him all kinds of questions with this thing as often as you can.
3 times per day.
How long, like, do I need to concentrate to be able to get an answer?
In game time, 6 seconds, and then it might take me a few minutes to give you an answer.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought I needed to do it for like 30 minutes or something.
No, 30 minutes. You have to do whatever you're asking about 30 minutes from when you're asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this specifically lets you do it as a standard action. So technically, John, like 3.5 seconds.
True. It's only part of a turn.
Yeah. Got him.
All right. Is there anything else we need? I mean, not that we
Maybe.
have much money left.
Oh, we still have good money. We only buy one thing with our money.
That's true. Dot, is there anything that you could use that they sell here?
Honestly, I just would rather concentrate my portion on ingredients and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Are there more ingredients that you need, or do you have what you need for those spells you have planned?
Wait.
Extracts and what-
I got good idea. Sneaky important, right? Sneaky,
Yes.
real important.
Yes.
Okay. You got make people more sneaky.
Potion, yes. Drink.
No, not potion. Thing permanent. Thing you wear makes sneaky.
Oh.
Oh, are you asking if Effie has something like
Yes. Maybe thing like Bantam Black or something like that.
that? Effie, do you have anything like that that helps?
Some kind of
People
clothing
trying
or
to be
outfit make you
healthy?
super dark.
Out of character, what are you asking for?
An item that increases stealth.
Oh, like I thought you were asking for a specific item that you knew
No.
about. Yeah, she will take out this ring. It has this. It's made of silver, and it has what looks to be like a chameleon on it. And she'll let you know that this is the ring of the chameleon. And she lets you know it'll let you
It
be
seems like
much
super expensive, isn't it?
It'll make you very stealthy, and she'll let you know you can also change your appearance.
What is the cost?
You are buying quite a bit from me today, so I will give you a good deal if you're interested in it. If it's not in your wheelhouse, I have a few other cheaper options, but this is my greatest item that you're asking for. For you, I will charge... $12,000 gold.
I'm gonna think with my headband about whether that seems like a good value.
You don't need to, as a dot kind of nods to you that it's a slight discount from market value. By slight,
Dot.
the market value is 12,700.
Let me see if we can even afford it at the moment. I think that might be,
That might be a little bit much.
yeah.
Dot,
It's
is
the
your
capital we can take.
ability to be sneaky better or Gamex's? Like, who needs it more? Do you know?
If I had to represent my ability with a numerical value, I would say,
As one does.
maybe at a level of maybe like 14 or so.
The thing we
bonus.
could easily do is have you guys stand outside, and we would spend like 5 minutes having you guys find, like, we would turn around, find various places. You guys would find various places
We'd
to
play
hide.
hide and go seek, basically.
Basically, yes.
Okay, and how would Gamex be at hide and go seek? in
Gamex is a
comparison to-
13.
Okay. What else? What other options do you have available?
The
that might
only
be a little
other
bit more affordable?
options, yes, the only other options I have a bunch of these, and she'll close the ring box up and put it away, and then she'll take out these green and black cloaks, and she has a bunch of them, but she'll take out one and just kind of show you the quality and says, "This is a cloak invented by the crafty and sneaky elves. It's half as effective as the ring, but more economical."
How much is this?
These will cost you... well, how many would you buy? Would you buy enough for all of you? So 4?
Probably 2, if we
Okay.
could make that work.
If you're going to buy 2, then I will charge you 2,800 gold each.
Dot, what do you think?
Well, if I did that, I am wearing this, and she'll kind of gesture to her cloak of resistance +1. So
I could take you cloak.
you would take the resistant?
Yes, I know have cloak. See, not wearing cloak.
Okay, then yeah. I don't know. Dot will kind of shrug a little bit, like she doesn't know if it's a good deal or not, but
I will concentrate with my headband. Is this a good value? Is this worth our money?
Yeah.
Now we
you
have a
get-
two-prong appraisal strategy.
You think about it, and your head, and an image kind of floats in your head of kind of like a cloudy day. It's not, the sun's poking through, but it's a little cloudy and dark.
Okay, that means it's not a great value.
Perhaps.
what's the name of this cloak?
She will tell you it is the Cloak of Elven Kind.
Ew, you gonna wear elf cloak? Ha 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 ha.
You know, Effie, I feel like we've given you a lot of business today. We've, I think, been very generous with our coin, and it seems like it would quite be in your best interest if you gave us a really good deal on this final item. To a lot of future business.
Yeah, let me look at that. DC 10 plus hit dice plus.
This wouldn't be.
whiz.
I don't think this would be demoralized. There's another thing for it.
Sorry.
It's
This is just my diplomacy.
yeah,
You already
sorry,
used the
sorry.
diplomacy, I thought, on what's his name?
Today? I
Yeah,
thought this
when we
was
talked to
yesterday.
the Djinn.
No,
with
he's
Mary.
correct. Yeah.
But there is another thing that you can do with it. That is what's it? Yeah, so if there's like a semi-veiled threat, it's influence opponent's attitude, I think is the one. Let me make sure I'm reading this one right. Yeah, but it will turn them unfriendly. So you may not want to do that. And the other one is
Okay,
coerced.
sorry, I thought we were on a different day, but
No,
we are not. So I will take that back.
They're not trying to make her shaken, John.
I don't know if that's a good deal. It seems a little pricier than I was expecting. Especially since we're buying two.
If you were to buy these cloaks in, say, Rachel, I'm sure you get a better deal, but they are quite a rarity here, so I have a little bit of a markup. I had to pay more for them, so unfortunately that cost translates down to the customer.
It probably fine. You give okay deal, I guess, on other things, so we give okay deal you. That seemed reasonable.
Okay.
Yeah, some things I'm able to get cheaper, and some things I have to pay more.
Oh, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So do you ever need a substance to make your clothes look more fashionable?
Do I ever need such a thing?
Yeah.
Personally? I don't think so.
Oh.
John, I bought both the cloaks.
Okay, perfect. She'll wrap them both up and hand them to you. Do you need me to pull that out from the compendium for you?
Yeah, please give one to Gamex and one to Dot.
Gotcha.
But also, a large portion of it is in gold.
That's fine. She'll take whatever currency as long as it's the right total.
I gifted you my cloak, Steve.
Thank you.
Dot will pull out a vial of acid. I don't know. I was thinking this might make some interesting patterns on your clothes. Might start a new fashion trend.
What is it?
It's acid.
Acid? Wouldn't that burn through my clothing?
No. So there's like a technique, and you can do like different patterns and that sort of thing. Also good for taking off stains.
I don't think I'm skilled enough to do such a thing. I don't wield acid like that. I would simply burn away my clothes if that's...
Oh, okay. Well,
Thank
if
you,
you ever
though.
need some acid, let me know.
I will definitely let you know.
Are you trying to threaten her?
No.
Okay, I was like, you're like, here, you want some acid for your clothes?
It's more like Dot was like looking through her like bag and saw the acid.
Like what you have available.
Anything else I can help you with?
That's all I got. Y'all want anything else?
No, that's it for me.
Excellent. I believe I gave the cloak.
That question, actually. I see once before, sword that float. You make drink cup float?
What?
You saw a sword that floats, and now you want to make a cup float?
Yeah, I pull out my tankard and that's like still full of mead and set it down on the counter. What if it float so I can drink it out of air instead of hand?
Ah. Wait, well, what sword did
That
you
is
see
not
floating?
necessary.
This long time ago, I see person fighting with sword that float. It kind of weird and scary. They meet with Master a long time ago.
If you left it with me for a few days, I could imbue this tankard with the magic to make it float around you.
Actually, Oz, I actually have a spell for that. I can make it float.
I want make it easier drink. I want make it like come to mouth when I want drink.
Why don't you just put it on a hat and have like a straw go to your mouth?
That's stupid. Then when I get attacked at head, I lose all drink.
That's okay. Losing a drink is not.
No! There is no reason to lose a drink.
There's no reason to waste money on having a floating drink.
Drink make me better. If I drink easier, I drink faster. And I swing harder. I don't have to spend moment drink, then swing. I just swing.
Fine, ask about it.
I just did.
Yes, I could finagle something and make this thing float around you and make it easier for you to drink from it. The cost of such thing, out of character, are you referencing some sort of actual thing?
No, this would be something to come up with. This would be something for us to play around with for like much later in the game.
Okay. So yeah, so she'll say, yes, I need to make some designs and plan it out. If you're in town for at least a few days, I can let you know the pricing and my ideas.
We're gonna leave town for a few days, but we hopefully be back. We got killed big guy.
Oh. Okay.
But, you know, it'll probably be about a week before we go out face big guy.
Oh. Then I...
1 week? Why we wait week?
I've got a brew
Not
drink.
time.
Oh, that's so long! I'm gonna get so bored.
We'll let you kill stuff in the meantime.
That's not gonna be good stuff. I want kill bigs.
Well then, yeah, I will let you know. Where are you staying?
At Hilda's. What's the name of her place?
Oh, yes, I know the place. I don't remember if I gave you the name.
I don't think we
think
got
we
a
did.
name, but I'm looking on my notes.
I thought it was S something. Sage's Scroll.
Oh, yes, you beat me to it. Oh, yeah, you say the Sage's Scroll, and she nods and says, oh, yes, I'm familiar with the place. I will send word and leave it with Hilda when you're... when I'm ready to give you a price, and we can talk about how it would work and all those sort of things.
Great.
Alright, well, enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for shopping with me.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah, she'll give you like a little bow, and you guys can head out. Where to now? Or what would you like to do now?
Oh, I'm gonna be so bored. Got 1 whole week.
Let's go hunting again.
I want hunt bigs.
Well, we'll see what we find. I will take Akazira out into the forest.
Alright, just you two, or does Dot want to join in on this shenanigans?
Anyone else is welcome to come if they want, but I figure Dot has potions to work on.
I was gonna say Dot does have potions to work on.
Alright. Someone, whoever wants to roll for the random
roll.
encounter, go on blind GM roll. And you
I blind the GM,
and you want to roll on the region.
and then I roll
You know.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Not click on it. I want to draw a result.
Ooh.
We gonna die. We get Storm Giant, we die.
You guys are out and about, looking for something to hunt and fight.
Ooh, can I make a survival check to try to manipulate it by 1?
Oh.
Sure.
Also, before we would go out, is it a good idea for us to go out? I'm gonna use that as my third. Wait. It's hard when we cross days. I'm like, have I used the headband?
I think this is your third. Either way, it's fine. I think you should do it.
Okay. Good call. When you concentrate on the headband, a picture forms in your head. Two images. They look like twisted shadow puppets silhouetted. They look like a wild thing of flared black and brown fur, where their body juts out at freakish angles. Their ears are large and floppy, draping shoulder length, and they add to its whole unnatural shape. Its eyes look too big for its head.
This looks like something we would want to eat.
John, is this Donnie Darko that you're like reading from?
No,
I don't understand.
And they have pig-like noses, and its mouth is filled with bristly needle teeth, spiderwebbed in disgusting strands of yellowish saliva. You can give me a knowledge local to try and understand what you're seeing, but they do look goblinoid.
Can I describe this to Dot?
Yeah.
And see if she can check.
Yeah, I'll apply some penalty.
God,
Because
it
she's
sounds
not seeing
real
it.
gross.
What sort of knowledge?
Local.
I think it kind of funny. I think it kind of strange.
I think it's kind of funny. Yeah, you're not sure. Although the description, Dot, are you a goblin, right?
Yes.
Okay, so although you failed the check, you're a goblin, they are goblinoid. You think they sound like some sort of bugbears. You're not sure what type or what.
But they're like Mad World bugbears.
Maybe.
Buggy bears.
But in your vision, you see one holding a very shiny falchion and one holding a longbow.
Do we get an implicit weal or woe from that?
I
feel like I know it's hard for you to judge like that overall, but what I would say is like, I feel like we would get a woe if something were like 4 CRs above us.
Yeah, you wouldn't get that.
Okay.
You'll get back like this, like, you'll get an image of like Oz, and it'll be like them standing next to each other, and it's like Oz like goes first and just like decapitates both of them, and then you get another vision of them striking first, and it being a much closer fight, but it looks like you guys come out on top. Is how I guess I would give you that information.
Ooh, I want fight. Sound good fight.
Gamix, are you willing to go with us?
Out of character, I'm not gonna run their character.
They're also not leveled.
Okay. Yeah, and just in case, like, if I rolled to hit them and it's like a crit and double crits them or something, I don't know. I just don't want someone to die when they're not here or something crazy. But so Gamix
she was struggling with options. When we talked about it last week.
It's not a big deal.
There were 3 options for her to go, and she was leaning towards one, but I don't think she ever finalized on any of them.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. But yeah,
should have followed up with her.
Gamix is not wanting to go out and do this at the moment. But Dot maybe wants to.
Yeah, Dot, you feel like coming out for a fight? I know you're kind of busy.
You got good vision. I take these things out one swing, both same time.
I don't mind if you guys need help coming out, but I've kind of been focusing my spells on things to help me craft a little bit.
Look, I agree. Not get to sneak when I no get to go and fight like I want to. This compromise. I sit outside, wait for Dot while she go sneaky, 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 sneaky. Please, can I go cut off head now?
I will give them extracts of Cure Moderate, Aid, and Blur and say, here, this should help.
Thank
Right?
you.
How many are you
Yes.
giving out? Just so we know. Like, you only can
Okay.
give one of each of those, right? Or-
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah,
just
okay.
giving one of each.
Gotcha.
So I do not have an enlarge right now. I have a true strike right now.
You're at full health, right?
After I have not hit the rest marker yet, so hold on. I don't think I am though. But I'm pretty close. So we're fine.
I think we get into some trouble, but if it is this important to you, we can try.
I don't want to be bored.
I know. You are very impatient and immature.
That mean, I think.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Sorry,
yeah.
you said Blur, Cure Mod, and what was the other one?
Aid.
When do we take Aid?
Aid, it just grants the target a +1 morale bonus on attack rolls and saves against fear effects and temporary HP. It's a minute per level, so you could take it like before you start combat and probably still have.
Only if we catch them first. We don't have. It's like unlikely we'll have the element of surprise.
Right.
Aid is best when you've scouted first, and then we get to go in.
Well, do you want the potion or not?
I'm taking potion. I accept potion. I'm not saying this. That other spectral voice saying this with more
Well,
knowledge how work.
If you'd rather a second healing potion, I can do that. Or
I drink heal
extract-
potion all time. You give him more heal potion. I take more heal. I heal.
I'm just saying I can make it instead of the aid.
Yeah, give me heal potion.
Okay, then 2 heal potions and an aid.
Okay, I drink.
I mean,
and
in
a
a blur. In a blur.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You helpful. Please no die while doing potion. No blow.
Try not to.
I know you like fire though. Maybe you accidentally blow self up.
I will try not to.
Okay.
Okay, we'll head out.
Alrighty. I'm just getting these things some random tokens here. Oh, this one is the one with the bow. Alright. Alright, you guys head out into the plains looking for trouble. And I guess you're already aware of the creatures that you are set to encounter.
Mm-hmm.
And let me find a little map to pull out here.
Yeah, so as we're walking, since I know to be expecting something, I will be kind of keeping my eyes and ears alert.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to give somebody else the monocle or sell it.
You don't like the monocle?
If I'm wearing the monocle, I get a +2 to sense motive as my total. After the +5 bonus it infers upon me.
Yeah, I have +4 serve sense motive. I could take it.
Yeah, then maybe while we're walking, I will hand it off to you for now.
This is a gridded, hard-coded map. The grid is off, so just do your best to whatever. It's just a little weird. I need a better plains map. But yeah. So you guys are traveling the plains, looking for these creatures that you're set to encounter. When Katara, you will spot these creatures that kind of set up an ambush for people who walk in this like little chasm area.
They standing on rocks!
Blur potion time. I will take my potion and
I think we'll
you're
probably
up
have to
to
initiative.
take yours.
Yeah, you guys can get like a a drink in if you want after you shout that, and we can go into combat as Oz points.
That's very
them out.
nice of you.
Let's get some combat.
Oh man, Katara, your initiative was not good. Oh, I go on 0.99.
Surprise, we kill you. This is off to a good start.
All right, this bugbear will. So you guys declare your things you're doing. What did you drink?
The blur potion.
Okay, you drink the blur, and what is Oz drinking, or if anything?
I was drank the blur as well.
Okay, wait.
I get 4 second level extracts, so I could
Oh.
have given 1 to each.
Gotcha.
It's no big
Okay, yeah, sounds good. All right, you guys chug your extracts. Oz yells, "They're standing up on rocks," and the bugbears yell out a war cry, and we'll hop on down. That'll take up that one.
That one with the bow doesn't have a bow?
does have a bow
Oh, okay.
right here.
You said both of them are jumping down, though.
No,
Why would
no.
it jump down?
I didn't mean to say both, just that one.
Okay.
This one will line up.
I mean,
a
I don't
shot.
like setting it up to be worse for myself, but I'm going to try to be fair.
This one will line up a shot.
Don't shoot. I want to live.
This will target. It looks like Katara is the one that has a clear shot. on.
Boo. I guess I'm behind this giant-ass pillar, though, so...
Oh, whoops. I need to. Oopsie. Do you guys speak Goblin?
I do not.
Oh. There's some Goblin chatter being shouted at you as they fire, or this one fires off some arrows. Oh, it didn't let me. I didn't pick the ammunition. My bad. Wait, why won't it let me? Oh, there's arrows missing from its sheet. There we go. Now it should work. Go, go, go. Ammo.
I'm right here. Are you trying to hit me?
Trying to figure out how to hit you. Gotta
There
triangulate.
you
Jesus!
go. Flurry of arrows are shot out, but
Only one
unfortunately,
hits?
yeah, only
And
one
then
will hit. But
For
the fir-
blur, I roll d5.
yes, and on a 1, it will hit the illusionary area of you, I think, right?
Yep,
Okay, it hits me.
that will hit.
So the first shot, there are 2 arrows that go with that one, so you'll take 24 damage.
Yep, that's bad.
Did you want me to apply that, or?
I'll do it.
All right. Katara, your turn.
Sorry, I need to do this first. Okay.
Can you wait for me to go so I can charge?
Sure.
Like, if you
I
want
will
to drink
wait.
your potion and rage, and then when I go, you can move behind me to get up close to him.
Okay.
I guess it would be on your turn. You drink the potion, but so yeah. So if
Wait,
if
what
she-
potion? Oh, Cure Mod.
yeah. So if you wait till it's my turn and I go, then you use we have the stick together feat. So then you move like right behind me as I'm moving forward while we're raging. Yeah. Or I guess I would rage, and then you would rage after me. So I'm not gonna get the full rage bonus, but at least you'll be near me, and we'll be in a good position. So that because the charge is 35 feet, so you'll
Okay.
move to be the square behind me. So we'll move like this, but you'll be here, and then I'll make my attack as part of the charge. with rage. Turn that on.
Okay, but is Whitney's turn being delayed till after you? Is that what's happening?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I will just update that. Oh wow, you both rolled really low on your initiatives.
Yes.
There
This is
you go.
charge. This is power attack. I cannot vital strike because this is not the specific attack action, right?
Yeah, I don't think you can.
Yeah,
roll
I
strike
think
on
that's
charge.
correct. You used to be able to, but not anymore. It was long, long ago. I think that's everything I need to check. 24 to hit. 26 to hit because I'm charging.
Yeah, that's a hit. Is that all the damage correctly? 41.
Let me make sure. That should be that plus regular power attack plus Rhino Hide. The Fury's Focus for some reason didn't go in there, so there's 3 more on top of that. So 44 is the total.
3 more on top of that. Yeah, your axe like cleaves into his shoulder. He's still alive, but like severely injured and bleeding. And he's like, ah!
That looked like it hurt bad.
Yeah, Katara, your turn. This creature before
So
you
it's
is very bloody.
move action to use my potion or standard.
Move action.
Move.
Or, yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry. It's normally a standard action, but you have 1 standard action because you used the whatchamacallit, stick together with me,
Okay.
and you can
And,
also rage as a free action.
Jess, you didn't put the cure mod on my sheet because I already had 2 on here, and I think those were separate, right?
Oh, here,
Right.
I have a way to do this.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is extract, so it's like me casting the spell rather than it being a baseline potion.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think Steve can give her.
Yeah, I've got a version of it on my sheet. Hey, John, if you want to run through the remaining combat rounds, because that's
Sure. Okay, Katara,
Um,
you're not doing anything else. You're just drinking the potion, and that's all you can do.
and then raging.
And raging.
I can just cast
No,
Cure
sorry.
Mod, and
True.
that way you get a value.
Go ahead,
Great.
that works too.
This bugbear. Well, all right, you'll heal
Ugh.
9.
The worst roll possible, almost the worst roll possible.
This bugbear will drop his. What is he holding? His falchion, and withdraw. But this guy is nice and cozy, and you can 5-foot step over here, and he's blocked, but he's line of sight of this guy who just chopped his buddy up. So he will unleash another array of arrows at Oz.
Ooh. Now, that is a crit confirmation, sir. That
Ooh,
hurts a
shit.
lot.
But you're blurred.
Ooh, yes.
I am blurred,
You're blurry,
but
yes.
No,
that almost
I don't
never
do
does anything. See?
All right.
silly blur.
Do you,
You
want
want
to
to
apply
help.
that, or do you want me to apply
No, you
it?
can apply that. You get the joy of applying that to my character, John. Fucking triple damage from arrows.
Boom. The arrows kind of pelt you, Oz, as the other bugbear runs away, and it is your turn.
All right. I'm going to try to charge. What is the terrain here? How elevated is this?
That one is just maybe 2 or 3 feet up, so you could, with some sort of check, charge over
Can
that.
I try to, like, do a, jump? First jump.
Yeah, you can do. I think it's an acrobatics, lets you long jump. So if you make a successful acrobatics check, you can just, like, jump it.
Yeah. That's not going to go well. I don't like having to move around. And he's up how high?
That is about 8-10 feet high.
Okay. But I'll be behind a rock. I just want to be able
Also,
to
are
charge
you
him.
going to take your potion?
Well, yeah, that's what I was debating right now, is how I wanted to do this. So,
Okay.
let me drink the extract. As a move action. Game back 26.
Jesus.
And then... Wait, what is it to drag the piece and get distance, John?
Spacebar, I believe you.
Spacebar.
Yeah.
Just hold on. John, that's not working.
Like if you have the ruler selected like this, and then you press. So like if you have it selected on your token, then you press spacebar after, it should follow your path.
Got it. And then that'll get me to. Oops.
Wait, now I move with you, right?
Yeah, then you can move with me. So I'm going to move down to here. Hold on. There's an important rule that we need to keep in mind. So I'm going to move to here, and then you move with me to right here. And then on your turn, you can charge because you have a standard action available to you, so you can charge him. We're going to do the way this fun trick works out here.
All right. Good
What
try.
were you saying, Dot?
You should have one more point of that cure because I'm
you
level
leveled
6
up
now.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so 1 extra health.
No, it's
Oz. For Oz,
Oh, okay.
his is caster level.
Oh, do I have 5 only in there right now?
Yeah.
Is it
Okay, thank
limited
you.
to max 5 though, or something, or no?
No, that's minor or less or light. I should actually have 2 more then because that other bonus I get is based on the level of the spell.
All right,
But
Katara.
yeah, so
This guy
you
is
move
fleeing.
there. Then you can charge.
Just to be clear, you're charging a fleeing opponent.
Yep.
All right. just making
John,
sure.
we're evil. What are you talking about?
I know. I'm just
Stop
making
that.
sure. This guy's fleeing. His sword is left in the dirt back there. He's running away, crying, screaming. Ah! There's a blood trail after him. He's bleeding.
So yeah, now you can charge, Whitney.
Probably has a family.
Oh, that was your whole action?
That was my action. Was to drink the potion and move to there. So I will continue to stick together with Katara.
Before you
move in.
roll your attack roll, this goblin probably has a family at home. There's 2 little goblin bugbears in a little cave somewhere that might starve to death.
He ambushed us, John. You're not
How
even
would
a
I know
lawful
this?
person.
I'm sure. Oh.
How would I know, John?
It probably tastes like veal.
All right, give me that
Do we
attack
get a
roll.
single or a full attack with a...
You get a single attack when
single
you
attack.
charge.
Ooh.
Good old partial
Describe
charge
to me
rolls.
how you kill the fleeing goblin. His back is toward you, or the bugbear, and your great axe finds purchase. How do you end its life?
Slice right on top of the head.
Right in the head. The body collapses like a big thud. You hear like a cry out, but then it's silenced immediately, and then from atop the... I guess you can't even see what happened, but you heard the cry and the silence. And you'll hear a call out in Goblin, and when there's no silence, you'll hear furious yelling and swearing and cries. All right, this thing will. Try to jump the chasm here. Ooh, natural 20. It's a god.
Wow.
Ah! He needs to see
Amazing.
his lover is dead. Ah! It'll scream as he sees the bloodied axe in your hands and the
And
body
he takes a shot at me.
Well,
No, shot at me. I'm the one that killed him.
yeah, I guess they don't know. You're
Does-
both
he doesn't
wielding
know who
axes.
killed.
I
The only
guess.
one he saw hit him is me. So
Yeah, he'll blame Oz for that. And he will make a single attack because he moved.
as soon as if I get hit, I'm shouting "You're next." Then I guess, or just "You're next." But
In common.
yeah, I don't know if he understands common, but
Nope. Shot. Single attack. Will hit.
oh yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
blur.
pathetic. Oh yeah, blur,
blur.
whatever, blur. Thank you. One of the, I'm gonna say this, and then at one point it's gonna trigger and save my life, and I'm gonna be like, oh wait, guess blur did it.
The arrow.
I'm just so used to blur
hits you.
not working for me.
It tickles you. Well, not tickles. It's 8 damage. It hurts.
It's
But
not
Oz,
nothing.
it's your turn.
It is like nothing.
They're 10 feet above, but there's like little ledges here you can easily climb up if you want.
Yeah. So the problem is that I only am limited to a standard action. So I will start climbing the ledges slowly. It's only 5 feet per round though that you can climb, so I guess I get to like there.
Yep. Katara, you climb as well.
And then I get to get the rest of the way up on my turn.
We can use the thing to bring to keep our actions in tandem. So we'll go up a full 10 feet, John, is what will end up happening ultimately.
Okay, so then you basically will be up here. Yeah.
Yeah. But then Katara is gonna be staggered on her turn.
Yeah. You have a standard.
Or no, I'm staggered on my turn. Sorry, I'm staggered on my turn.
Yeah.
So that puts us to the top. So it's the bugbear's turn.
Gotcha. All right. Does it want to fight to the death here? It knows its lover is dead. Yeah. It'll throw its bow to the floor and draw a scimitar.
Oh, you make big mistake.
And it'll try to kill Oz. It's gonna try to go down.
So it doesn't care about leaving its children behind as an orphan?
Yeah, John.
It's not gonna. It would have the opportunity. We just chase it down. It would die.
9 damage to Oz, and it is your turn.
Yep. Oh. You make big mistake. I say bye-bye to you now.
There are tears welling in its eyes.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to make us feel
It
bad?
will receive
You
no
just
sympathy
murdered
from me
these guys.
as I cut it to pieces.
Oh my god.
Plus
And,
3 more.
Katara, you had this vision, and it comes to almost fruition as Oz just decapitates this bugbear. The head lops off and rolls down the mountain. A clean kill. Ugh.
How did that feel, Oz?
Oh, good. Finally felt challenge. Oh.
Gets
I'm gonna,
the blood
like-
pumping.
I'm gonna get down on my hands and knees and lap up the blood from its neck.
Jesus.
Ew.
It's an honorable thing.
Fuck.
You
That's
join me and drink.
disgusting. No.
I'll get back up at her disgust.
That's
Yeah, I'm
really
just gonna-
gross.
Add Dot and Gamix to the combat to give them experience. First, they'll get experience from the tales you'll tell when you'll get back. And combat split.
I will. I'm gonna talk about. I'm like leaving this arrow that's like stuck in my shoulder permanently to show off.
Oh no, I would be trying to take that out of you.
No, you don't touch. You don't touch. I got to tell a story about arrow that actually hurt. I didn't know these could hurt.
It's gonna get infected.
With that, why don't we take our break here, and we'll be
Sounds
back
good.
on the other side. We are back. Oz is drinking from the blood of this creature, and
No, I stopped. We're going back now.
It's only
It-
good when it's fresh from the tap, anyway.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You get it at least.
all right. Are you just leaving these bodies where they lie and walking back?
Yeah.
Okay. You walk back to town. Well satisfied with your kill.
We didn't even have to wait very long.
Oh.
Oh,
Yay! The complete party.
Hooray.
Good timing, especially like we just finished break. Good job.
yeah, great timing as I just fixed
Gamix
the
has just been
cameras.
so chatty this entire session.
Yeah.
Very surprising.
Yeah, you guys can rejoin as a party. Gamix is feeling much better. I just need to fix the overlay a little bit. But you guys can
Gamex is
chat.
not feeling much better. Gamex feeling a whole level behind, Michelle.
Oh, so Michelle, are you planning on learning Elemental Touch spell?
Is that one that I'm able to learn?
It's a Magus spell and an Alchemist spell.
Oh.
But you had the debate on whether or not you were going to keep leveling in Magus, or take a level in Wizard, or take a level in Brawler. That's why you got paused, and I thought we were going to follow up on it, and then I didn't remember to message you because that was part of my plan, and it looks like you didn't remember to think on it.
No,
We both botched this one.
good work, team.
yeah.
Oh, I had a busy week,
Yeah,
and you look like you had a busy week.
Not a big deal.
More like a busy day.
Mm-hmm. All right, overlay looks like it's fixed.
But the reason just that matters is if she takes Wizard, she won't be able to take second level spells. She'll be able to take more first level spells, but she can take crossover spells or additive spells, which then you could
Gotcha.
also still take some of as well, because some of them will be ones that she wouldn't have had as a Magus otherwise. And she'll have more she can take from you and add to that. So that's another advantage if she were to take Wizard and then combine things. But then the other option was if you wanted to go the Instructed Pugilist. So I think those were really the two you were between. I don't think you really wanted to take Magus, but
No.
That's
Is it-
okay. I can just keep things as it is because that was... So Elemental Touch is actually the spell that I chose to learn as part of my leveling. And it just it gives you an elemental extra damage touch attack. So for someone like Gamix, I figured it would be a really good one.
no, that's the weird thing about how this works is because it gives you a... Oh wait, maybe this... No, I thought there was something weird about this. Maybe this isn't the spell I'm thinking of.
Elemental Touch is what it's called.
Yeah, I'm rereading it again now. Oh no, this would work for Gamix because she's using hands. It's if you're a regular Magus, this spell kind of doesn't work because the target isn't... So the way the spell has to work is the target has to be a single target with a melee attack. So this does this weird thing where it doesn't get to work through a regular weapon because it's not a touch, because of the way the Magus is worded. But so I think when we had talked, you thought about Witch primarily, but we can chat over back and forth over Discord while Jess does her stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jess, what is your stuff? What do you need to do?
Okay, so after Oz and Katara leave, then Dot goes back and she prepares a couple of extracts for a couple of spells that she wants to help her with her crafting for the week.
Mm-hmm. Tears to wine, yeah. Crafter's Fortune. Nice.
So those would be the 2 that she's taking before she makes her craft alchemy.
Mm-hmm. All right, and you're nice. I'm assuming that's a pass. Do you have the DC on hand you need to hit your things? Or do you need to look that
So
up?
for the liquid ice, DC is 25.
There you go. Do you still want to need or make that since you have frost bombs now, or you're still making that too, or?
I'm gonna make about 5 of them just in case. You
Okay.
never know when
Yeah.
you might need something like that. I'm not making a whole lot of them, but I did want to make like 5 of them.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, take your 5 liquid ice.
And then as far as the potions, it doesn't say a DC on the potions. I'm looking to see because there's like, I wish it was more like a centralized like
Yeah.
page
alright, we
with
can-
everything.
We can look at it. Brew potions. When you create a potion, diddle-a-doo. I don't think you need to make a DC to brew if you're brewing potion. Do you have the feat brew potion?
Yes, I
You
did.
get it. Yeah, so you can create potion of any 3rd level lower spell you know. Brewing potion takes 2 hours if its base price is 250 GP or less. Otherwise, it takes 1 day for each 1000 GP in its base price. When you create the potion, you set the caster level, which must be sufficient to cast the spell in question and no higher than your own level. You must use up the raw materials costing 1/2 its base price. Plus you get extra because you're a trade or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. So you
Okay.
can just make those.
All right. So, and part of the reason why they're expensive is I'm making them at my level, not
Right.
at the minimum level.
Yeah.
So, for everything I'm making, it should be about 4,475 GP.
Yeah, I'm not going to double check your math. I'll take your word for it. That sounds reasonable to me. So yeah, if you deduct that, take all your potions you need. Do you need me to add anything to your sheet, or do you have it under control?
Oh, I have it under control.
Excellent. What else are you crafting? Is that it?
Yeah, so I'll be making 5 liquid ice,
Mm-hmm.
8 cure moderate potions, 1 protection from arrows, 4 resist energy, and 2 invisibility potions. I was thinking 1 for Gamix and me each, so that if we're seen, there's a chance we could go invisible and get away instead of like, you know, since we have, Gamix. So we went back to the magic shop, got your Ioun stone, and also each of us got a cloak of elven kind to help our stealth checks.
Yes, they should be on your sheet already. I have a question for Gemix, though. Does the part, what do you do with the Ioun stone? Do you let it float above your head, or do you put it...
Oh, we
where-
didn't tell her. Or did I miss that you were
just,
saying
just,
that to her? I'm
just
sorry.
told her right now.
I'm sorry. I was digging through stuff to
No,
try
no,
to help
yeah, it's
Michelle
okay,
leveling,
it's
so...
So yeah, does Gamix let it float above his head and then behind closed doors does something with it and then it's no longer floating above his head, or do you just tell the party what you're doing with it? Or do you even do anything with it? Because default it'll just be floating above your head.
Yeah, for right now, I'm going to leave it floating above my head so no
Fair
one
enough.
can be suspicious about it.
Okay, fair enough. All right, yeah. So, Dot, you have all those potions and liquid ice, and you can divvy them out as you see fit. But the party is rejoined. You guys can be in a tavern talking about your. These conversations can take place during the week of crafting. And let me know, or let each other know, what the game plan is, what you'd like to do, or when you're ready to go, or we can just go to the time to go if you wanted to go.
I'm interested in what would happen if I gave some of the tears to wine to Oz.
They will just get the bonuses for 10 minutes per level, so 6 an hour, unless they don't want to drink it. But
I mean, I'll drink wine if it's given to me. Why would I not drink wine?
all right, yeah, you'll get a +2 enhancement bonus on all your int-based checks and wisdom-based skill checks for an hour.
Yep. That does nothing. Not a whole lot of anything though. But I can cook. Not at all better because my wisdom affects my strength affects my cooking. So that'll affect my survival.
Yeah, so you guys are just seated around the table, finally all together. Is there any conversations you want to have about what's upcoming, or has all been said that needs to be said? Or out of character, we can just talk about Gamix's level up and deal with that first, or whatever you guys want to do.
I need to take a call real quick, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
So, did you guys find some cool bugbears?
Yeah, I got shot.
Oh, you probably need to have that looked at, and Dot will reach for the arrow.
No.
I told her.
It's going to get infected.
How? What
I
infected?
told her. Make you sick.
Get very sick.
From
No,
this?
Nobody's
This only
trying
kind of hurt.
anymore. It'll get worse.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
That don't make sense.
Let Dot heal you.
Okay.
I will give a cure light because I don't have any more cure mods since I gave them all to them.
Yeah, there's a week downtime, so you can just everyone could just be healed to full.
Yeah.
But yeah, like for RP purposes, the you can pull the arrow out and the wound can kind of stitch over as you cast Cure Light, or you splash your extract on them, or whatever you do. Or
I guess then, Michelle, in this particular case, just level in Magus. Because actually, level 6 is still fine. It's level 7 where you split. I don't know how I misread the chart when I was saying that, but at level 6, you're still getting second level spells. I don't know if I thought we were becoming level 7, but you could always retrain once you've reached level 7. You can retrain that level 6 so that you can go backwards on the spell. Or so you can go backwards on the Arcana.
almost a max roll HP roll.
Let's go.
Let's go.
That's good, because I got 1.
I did on my other character in the other game.
Oh.
So in this case, you can take the spell that Jess was recommending. The elemental focus was it?
Elemental touch.
Touch as one of the spells, and then you'll have to pick a Magus Arcana for a temporary Magus Arcana.
Yeah. Any other conversations you guys want to have while you're doing that?
Can you remind me how, like, far away we expect, or like how long we expect it to take to get to the fire giants area?
Of course. You guys, or Gamex pulls out their map, and you guys do some quick maths. You estimate a day and a half, maybe 2 days. Okay. It might take longer to travel the mountainous region area and find the exact spot. But a day across
and we might encounter things along the way.
Yeah, that's expected in your daily travel. So there's nothing really in your way to get to the mountains, so that'll take definitely a day. And then from the day, the next day you'll be climbing the mountain and trying to find their location. So that'll probably take you at least half a day. So a day and a half, 2 days is what you estimate the journey to take to get there.
Okay. We'll probably want to take our time to travel there, and then maybe a few hours at least for the two of you to try and scout out the area.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
Oh yeah, I can update this because you guys killed them.
Is there any other prep that people want to do besides what Dot is working on?
I'm basically good to go at this point.
What kind of food are you making this? Is it anything good lately?
Why did my belt revert? Did I accidentally change your belt, Whitney? I think I edited the wrong belt. I did.
Yep. My belt is +4 now.
Katara has the belt now. Okay, yeah, if you guys, I guess, Michelle, are you good with your level up, or is there anything you need to work with that, or?
I can...
Or do you need it for what we're doing? I just don't know. If you want to... I don't want to rush you guys. If you want to just chill and do the level up.
I don't know how much it's really going to change as long as the main parts of the attack are updated.
Okay.
I think for the Magus Arcana, there's a lot to discuss. But I don't think any of it's going to affect right now.
Okay,
looking at the Magus Arcana that's available.
So yeah, you don't have to pick it now, or if you want, you can be looking at it, and we'll just keep moving, or we can sit here and do it. It's up to you.
The only important thing I do need to know is: are you going to take Elemental Touch, Michelle, or am I taking it?
I'm not planning on it, I think.
Okay, no worries.
Alright, so then is the party ready to travel?
I think so.
Alright, the week passes, you guys can do your little odds and ends and get all your potions ready. Are the potions distributed to who needs them?
I believe so. Everybody should have 2 Cure Mod and 1 Resist Energy, and then
Okay,
Gamex.
so that's in addition to any... Oh no, you handed them out. Okay, you didn't. They didn't merge for some reason. That's annoying.
Jess, did you at all mess with the formula to update the caster level to yours?
I sure did.
Ooh, fancy. Okay, so then everyone note that it should be good to go, and you should be able to use it properly.
Let's see, these are going to be at a higher... Okay, so that's it.
Yeah, so if that's all you guys want to do, you guys can start your journey. And someone, for the day's travel, can put themselves on blind GM roll and roll from the rollable table, region, and give me a random encounter for you guys.
I will do it.
All right.
That work?
It did work, and I have no idea what the heck you just rolled. Never heard of this before.
Oh dear.
I may or may not have made these tables.
Sounding like a may not.
Ooh, okay. You guys are traveling. Oh, I guess someone or Whitney, roll me a d20.
Someone else want to do it?
Sorry, someone else can do it if you don't want to do it. Anyone want to roll me a d20? Someone roll me a d20.
I will do it.
I'd already rolled one. That was why I wasn't rolling.
12. Alright, this happens about halfway through your day travel. When you encounter... so down the road, or down the path, there's no like roads, but there's well-traveled paths here that you're traveling towards the mountain. About 80 feet in the distance, you see a very thin person. Unusually thin. That catches your attention.
That's all we see. Just a thin person.
I was looking for a suitable.
Oh, okay. I was like, are you expecting us to do something now?
They are unbelievably slender, and they have long, gangly arms. And I guess give me a perception check to see if I can reveal any more, as you just notice this base perception. You just see the person, but see if you can see any finer details from how far you are. Yeah, Dot, you notice that their fingernails are a little sharper than usual.
Is it like hunched over?
Hunched over? No, it's standing. I mean, maybe it has a little bit poor posture, but it's not like completely hunched over. It's kind of just, it's walking towards. It's basically you're gonna cross paths. It looks like they're walking.
But it looks humanoid, like overall.
Yes.
Hello.
So you're about like 80 feet away. So you just like shout hello as you see them.
Yeah.
I will elbow.
Oh, what?
Remember, you don't talk unless I tell you to talk, okay?
Sorry, in person.
And?
They'll wave and continue walking towards you.
Do we have any idea what this is?
You can give me knowledge. I'll have to roll it in secret because I might give it away. So, I guess I can look at your sheets for a second. It'll be obvious if I ask for the specific knowledge.
Knowledge of this creature.
Okay, that's easy. Katara has no knowledges.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry.
Yeah, don't even bother to look at my
Looking
sheet,
me.
obviously.
No, I have nothing available.
Okay, Gamix has those. And Dot, I'm assuming you have probably almost all of them. Yeah. Okay. So I will roll in secret here. Ooh. Yeah, Dot. You, I'm just gonna DM you the stat block. You recognize this creature for what it truly is. But,
Okay.
You can describe it as much as you want in the limited time you have before the creature or person gets to you. I'll give you a few moments to review that.
Alright.
Just say the word, nice swing.
It's just the way that it like kind of it gets a little bit closer and it smiles a grin at you, and you kind of see that its teeth are kind of pointed and its sharp nails are kind of clear. And Dot, you recognize what this is, and it's like maybe 40 feet away, and it's walking slowly toward you, and you can say what you want to the party about what this is.
Oh my god, you guys, it's Slender Man.
I mean, that's what I figure.
Yeah, it's
Is
I mean,
it
we could
dangerous?
probably take it.
Is it friendly? Is it mean?
So I swing.
Hold on.
She said I could take it.
I assume since we spent some time with Dot doing this is a new day, so I will think about whether it is a good idea for us to fight this.
When you think of good idea, do you just mean are you able to safely kill it? Is that what you mean by that?
No, I mean, like, I guess, like, what is the best way to deal with this creature? Is it to fight it, or is it
You have to ask a yes or no question.
Is it yes or no? That's it.
Kind of. I mean, I can't. I'm allowing you to ask however you want, and I'll try to answer as best I can. But I'm going to be vague and not give you a direct, like explanation. But typically, by raw, it's supposed to be like a yes or no kind of thing. But
Dot will let you know that these things usually keep to themselves, but that they sometimes will go like murder people.
So my question will be: should we kill this?
Yeah. So should we kill this? What is your intention behind it? Do you should we kill it? Meaning, is it a good thing to kill it? Is it a bad thing? Good in terms of is to save people? What's your intention when you're asking it?
Just good for us as a party.
You get a neutral response. It matters either way to you. It doesn't really matter if you kill it or not.
Okay, that was not helpful.
3.
I'll just say
2.
that, yeah, I mean, go.
Jeez.
Okay, I guess we're fighting.
All right.
Watch out, it's kind of like it can hide
Jesus.
and stuff.
Oh, I didn't
Alright.
rage. Whoops. Oh well, that's fine.
We'll just use this world map here. As
You didn't even roll initiative yet, girl.
Yeah, I'm walking with the axe, and then I just, as we get next to it, I cut.
Alrighty.
I'm assuming John will give it a surprise check to see if it's surprised. If not, I want my attack.
It is not a surprise, but your attack will start the initiative if you start pushing people aside and drawing your axe and get ready to attack. So we will roll initiative.
Well, I don't draw my axe. I have to. My axe is too large to put on my back or some shit like that. So I'm always walking with it like it's a cane or like a walking stick. Because it is like an axe that was once a butchering axe held by a giant.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why it showed up twice.
Oh, why? Yeah, why? Oh, it's because I dragged your tokens over. Your tokens were already there. Sorry. Okay. I think I just need a yes. There we go. Alright. Oz starts our combat with an attack, which is a 27, which will hit and deal 32 points of damage. It lives, but takes a huge gash to it and yells out, "What the hell are you doing? Why?" Gamix, your turn. Or I guess we'll start at Oz, so it's Katara.
I guess I will also hit it.
Okay.
You can rage. Don't forget to rage.
Yeah, so it's super bloody, and you go to draw your blade and are about to swing, and he says, "Please, why are you doing this? Stop!" Do you still attack?
Yep.
Okay.
Feel like we've committed.
How do you kill this creature? He's
straight down its spine.
Oh my god, he's trying to talk to you, you just take out your great axe and slice him, and he dies.
That easy.
Okay.
You all make me wait?
Well, I mean, I had to think about it, but yeah, he does murder people. Or
Why
he
don't we
could
just make
have.
rule? Thing murder, thing I okay kill.
Wait, so what was it?
It was called. It's a Thin Man.
Oh, that's literally the name of it?
Yeah, yeah. You've ever heard the legend of the Thin Man?
What'd it have? Thin man stupid. Look how easy thin man die.
Does Thin Man blood taste good?
Thin man not legend. Thin man not worth licking up blood. Thin man not even
encourage
strong.
her.
So just a quick clarification for you, Jess, in the future. When you read the stuff about like what they do, that's like generally. You don't know this particular one was murdering people. Just so you know, but whatever. He's dead. It's fine.
Oh, he murderer.
I feel like John does not like us being such an evil party.
Hey, you do what you want. I just want you to feel
What
the
do you have on him?
ramifications for. All right, you
What
go...
thin man have? Thin man money? Thin man clothes?
Yeah, you look at him and you.
Thin man Nikes?
You first you get like a scent, and it smells like the woods and nature, and then you also get the scent of like human on him as well. But
You smell like man meat.
yeah.
Oh.
But in terms of wealth, you look through his things. The first thing you come across is a
$2 and pack of smoke.
the first thing you come across is as you search his pockets, and he had a bag on as well. If you search his pockets first, you will find a palm-sized piece of scroll that's kind of tattered a bit, and it looks aged, but it's like a drawn picture of a woman. And then in his bag, you will find...
Oh, here, Gamex, you might need this
To blow off
for your
steam.
private time.
Oh my god. But as you go through his bag, you find this wealth on him that I will post in the chat for your reference. I don't know like who's picking it up, so you guys can.
I'm
add
digging
it.
through it.
Yeah.
All right. So I gotta add 3 more to here. 66 to here. 470 to here.
And I'll just assume, Dot, you have a good appraise, so you can just know the value of these items that I'm putting in the chat. This is the market price, so you're gonna get half of it if you sell it. Those items, and what else did he have? I think that might be it. Oh no. There are 2 potions and a scroll on him as well in his bag. You can give me a perception check to identify the potions, and if anyone has read magic, you can read the scroll and know what the scroll is.
Could my craft alchemy identify potion?
I think you can do that as well, but let me just
Throwing the
check.
dice in the bag.
Let me just check that perception. I can't remember what the DC is. 15 plus the potion. Okay, so no. I think you can use craft alchemy to check as well. Let's just double check. Oh, natural 20. I don't know if you can actually identify potions with this, but I'll allow it for now. We can look at whatever. Anyway, you got a natural 20.
I think specifically the alchemist gets the ability to identify potions with alchemy, if I remember correctly.
Okay, let's just quickly look, just so I know for future.
Yeah.
Alchemist. Do you have something?
And it works like spellcraft.
Ah.
I
Alchemy.
think that's part of the alchemy subset thing.
Blah, 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 blah. In addition, an alchemist can use craft alchemy to identify potions as if using detect magic. He must hold the potion for 1 round to make such a check. Excellent. So yes, you hold it for a round, you make your nat 20 check, and you realize the potion is...
Potion of kill self.
potion of why you do this to me.
Does anyone have read magic for the scrolls? If not, then
Michelle, you might.
I believe it's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip. But I don't think you filled in your cantrips.
No.
But you start with all cantrips, if I remember right, as Magus.
Okay, then I'll just assume you have it, and you can use it to read these scrolls. That's the first scroll, and the second scroll is...
Yeah, all 0th level Magus spells.
And the second scroll is that. And that is the contents of his bag and his pockets. Nothing else of note or value.
I'll say the potion probably isn't really worth anything, since that's like a cantrip.
What's the potion? I missed it.
It's resistance.
Yeah.
So yeah, the
Handheld
coins...
could be handy in a pinch.
We actually, let's see.
Did you already know it?
I think it's one of them that's in that spell book for us to learn, but we
Okay.
could still keep the scroll. Yeah, we can still just keep the scroll, because that way
Yeah,
I'm not
it's so little
preparing
money
it.
to sell it, so...
Yeah.
And if we end up with something that's very large and we need to move it
But
temporarily...
these are divine scrolls, so I don't think you can use them? Or how does that work? I forget how that works.
I think you might be right, but I don't remember if that's a rule I made up or if that's the rule in the game.
Yeah.
Or a divine scroll, John.
That stone shield could come in handy, and it is a magus potential spell to learn.
I think it's already on
Yeah, none of you can use these scrolls because they are divine.
lame. John, you jackass.
It is weird that he had divine scrolls.
You probably just bought them that way. This looks like random encounter loot.
You guys missing a piece of loot there?
Oh yeah, the symbol to Ariel.
The Ariel.
What are you doing with that?
It's in my bag.
Oh, okay.
I just picked it up. I was putting anything that it had. I was putting in my bag that that didn't get handed off to magic person.
All right. Yeah, the gold symbol is this nice. It's like not an amulet, but a necklace, and at the bottom it's like almost like a half sun.
Yeah,
nice
this looks
piece
like a
of
cool
gold.
necklace.
Yeah.
I got no knowledge of gods. This thing is just like sellable for something. It's shiny. Shiny things sell money.
What are you guys doing with this body? Just leaving it in the middle of the road here, the path?
I don't know. Should we put her under the sea? Got him. Sorry, John.
I mean,
Leave as is,
yeah.
unless somebody has particular desire.
John, are you just like coming up with these things to trigger us intentionally, and we're just like brushing by them, and you don't want us to be? Is that the thing?
No.
How do we know that they didn't eat a cleric of Ariel and took all their goods?
They could have. They could have. But I'm
See,
just
this is why you
laughing
can't just assume.
that you just murdered someone and just leaving them in the middle of the road and then just leaving. That's just what
I
I'm
mean, we
laughing
can
at.
dump them in a ditch if it,
No,
you know.
it's just
I
like
was told they were usually evil. I don't care.
No,
They
it's
die
just a
and die
casual
deserve-
day. We just murder people and leave them lying in the street. It's good. Okay.
Oh, this campaign hurts my soul.
We're saving potential farmers.
Yeah, I just for real though. This is not a super well traveled, but people do travel this road. So I'm just clarifying that someone will find this, and you're okay with that. That's so.
John,
Oh.
my plan has been forever: chop them to pieces, take the pieces that are edible,
So are you doing
dispose
that?
of the rest. Yes.
Oh, okay, so you're chopping him. You just sit on the side of the road and start chopping.
I mean, it doesn't take that much. Chop, chop, chop,
Okay,
chop.
well, before we said we were leaving it, now you're chopping it. Got it. Okay.
I thought that was just what the plan always was.
Gross. You have to announce it, Steven. That's what he's
Okay,
saying.
sorry. I'm sorry. I have to announce it on every time.
No, I
Yeah.
just didn't know that's like a thing you're doing
Every
permanently to
time.
everything. Okay.
I have to tell you to, like, shut up, right?
Yeah, every time.
Okay, then.
Okay, so Oz takes a few minutes.
I wanted to take the hobgoblins, but the only reason I did not take the hobgoblins is if I had, I'm sure I would have heard it from the hobgoblin in our party.
Yeah.
Which is why I had to drink the blood there.
Jesus. So yeah, the party can stand and watch as Oz chops this body to pieces for a few minutes, and then keep the cuts of meat ready for cooking for later that night, I guess, and continue on the road.
It's lean meat. It's probably good for us.
Yeah, there's not much meat on here. He was a thin man, as was previously discussed. Yes.
Hey, John, I'll have you know I have more meat than you think.
Oh, God.
I could not resist it.
You could have resisted that if you
No,
tried.
I could
actually.
not. I don't have a
Your
strong
poor
will.
child looks distraught. This is how you treat her after she had to work late today? Rude. She's gonna lose her dinner.
You guys find a nice place to camp for the night. Can I get a profession check for the meal you
Yeah, let's
enjoyed?
see how the thin man turns out. See if he's good meat. No.
It's still
His meat was
it's still
too
okay.
tiny.
Yeah, it's still okay, but you're given like smaller portions than you're used to. The meat tastes a little off. It's not like it tastes like you're gonna get sick from it, but something about this meat just doesn't taste right as you eat it.
This is the guilt.
I
don't
can't
feel
force
any
you to. Yeah, I can't force the characters to feel guilt, but your taste buds are just like it's seasoned well, like it tastes okay, but just like it just has like this weird aftertaste where you're just like, huh, it's a little weird. It's not like disgusting or bad. It's just like odd and gives you like this weird aftertaste.
Kind of gamey.
I'm sure that's all that is. And can I get fort saves from the party?
John, come on now. John.
It's fine.
John, now you're just being mean. John! John! John!
There's no visible effects.
I cooked really well. I want to redo. No.
No, yeah, you feel like I always say, you feel yourself making these saves. So you feel yourself like keeping it steady in your stomach. Katara and Gamex, you feel like for a moment you feel a little bit of discomfort, but you feel fine. But for Oz and Dot, you don't like barf it up, but you kind of have that moment where you're like, ugh, like you kind of held it in, but you're like, ugh, like
Heartburn.
yeah, like you're pretty confident you never want to have this meat again. Like this wasn't good cooking meat. Something like had a weird aftertaste, and now as it's like settling, you like almost like upheavaled it. It's just like something. No, this is not good meat. Not good meat at all. But I mean, that's all that was. And yeah, you guys can settle for bed or discuss anything about this meal or anything you want. I guess maybe it should be some discussion, because Oz usually makes stellar meals, even when they perform poorly. But I guess you can blame it on the meat, or I don't know. What do you guys talk about as you're all feeling this discomfort after you eat
This
this?
not make sense. I work hard on meat. Meat should be fine.
I'm
Maybe
sure
it means
you.
we shouldn't have killed him.
No, kill was right thing.
Did you apply a rub?
Of course. You think I stupid? I rub thin meat.
Oh my god.
I use 2 hands to rub thin meat for a long time.
A lightning bolt strikes Oz and he dies.
I don't know what it is. I mean, maybe we just don't eat evil creatures.
No, we eat other evil creature. We eat giants. Ogre tastes real good. Ogre was delicious. Maybe it got something to do with this, and I'll pull out the necklace. Maybe something about necklace it had.
Yeah.
Should we have cooked it with the necklace?
If anyone has
know.
a single rank in knowledge religion, you can identify this as the symbol of Ariel. If not, you can give me a untrained check in DC 10 to recognize the symbol of the gods. Yes, anyone who hits a DC 10 can recognize this as in a symbol to Ariel, the goddess of life, birth, and creation.
We should have brined it in salt water.
Odd mistake.
No, that's the god of the seas, which is Causus.
John, you were the one who had those people run around and
That is
add
true.
to.
You have not heard of those rumors.
You think Ariel cursed us to not taste the meat correctly?
That not hit thing. We kill bad thing. He probably take this from Ariel person he eat.
Dot, that is the most likely scenario, but again, you don't know, you didn't ask. But these types of creatures typically are not clerics, typically. What Oz is saying, whether they realize it or not, is the most likely case, but...
Yeah, I would say that regardless.
Yeah.
It could have been a man dressed in a cleric's outfit, casting holy spells on us, and I would be happy to use the defense. Probably ate cleric war stuff.
Well, we'll just make a note. Not good for future.
I guess. Thin men, not tasty. Alright, I get rid of bones now. Don't even want to give to animals. Don't even want to make soup. And yeah, I'll make a hole and bury these so that animals don't even get to them.
Very nice. Yeah, you guys can get ready for bed unless there's any other comments or discussions you want to make. If not, we can go to the night watches and...
Yep.
Yeah, you guys take turns on your watches and the night goes by nicely. No random encounters, no creatures encroach on your camp. And you wake into a brand new morning with the Ariel soundtrack stopping and a brand new day starting. Of course, these soundtracks mean absolutely nothing, so please just ignore them. As you proceed on your trail to the mountaintop, anything you're doing special this morning, or you're just heading straight up to the mountain trail?
Sorry, I got distracted by the Ariel or the Arfin theme.
Yeah, the air smells good. The morning is crisp. It's a beautiful day. It's time to tackle the mountain climbing aspect of this journey.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. This roll I will do as you travel and search. I would like any survival checks to help.
Yeah, I'm fucking hacks about to happen. Yeah, I do want a survival check.
Can we do it untrained?
Oh, that sucked.
Yeah, you can survival untrained. I should let you roll it as you're beginning your journey, or I guess I should roll a d20. Yeah. You start climbing the mountain when you notice 5 eagles soaring in the sky. Close enough that anyone with a 30-foot range attack could fire at them if you want. They're just eagles, flying, existing.
And I shoot my axe at them.
You can throw your axe if you want at them.
No, I'm not throwing my axe. It weighs way too much. It'll come immediately back down.
That's how Oz died.
What if we go caw caw? Do they notice?
No. If you do that, they will be startled and fly off in a different direction. But I'm assuming you guys ignored the eagles, which was a very
Yes,
lame,
I ignore them.
a random encounter.
Did they look like they were carrying hobbits or anything?
No. You did
No,
hear
there's
someone
no,
say,
there's
"Fly,
no
you
volcano
fools."
here.
But Dot, with your survival check, you can help the party find the most reasonable place where you believe the fire giant could be, based on the knowledge you have. As you guys get close, you start to smell the air, and there are smells of burning wood and burning, like, some odd scent you've never smelt before. Something burning in the distance. You are confident that should you wish to scout and stealth, now is the moment you should do it, to not be obviously seen. As you can see the smoke plumes in the air. Something's burning, and it's off in the distance that you can see the smoke coming from. So anyone wishing to get closer should give me a stealth check, and I will use
I will stay here. Akazira, just to be clear, you also stay here. And do not talk to anything.
Oh, damn. Akazira is...
Why are you trying to sneak? Stay with me.
But
Nope.
I
No.
sneaky. You only knew I started to sneak away because you couldn't see me. Next time I leave Axe dressed up like me, then you not know.
Yeah. So sneaky.
Alright, let's take a look at these perceptions versus stealths. Very nice, very nice. So it's just Dot and Gamex?
Yes.
What a shame that my characters roll low. Alright, I will bring you two to this map, and you're not going to be actually where you are. I'm just going to give you, like, so you can see what you should see. So I can bring Jess, pull to scene, Michelle, pull to scene. Both of you should be on a scene once it loads. Let me know when you've loaded.
I've loaded.
I'm just gonna pause the game so you don't do any sneaky moving. But from where your position, you can see, you kind of get it on a hill or a little cliff, and you kind of peek your heads over to see where the smoke is coming from, and you see this, these structures, these buildings that are in flame, burning. You see the fire giant, great sword on his shoulder, just looking at the work he's done, I guess, as these buildings are just in flames in front of him. And behind him are two orcs wielding axes and an orc with a bow. They are positioned on this bridge area. I don't know if you can see that bridge. It looks like the bridge is also slightly on fire. There's like some flames here and there, but they're like they're not like spreading or like out of control. They're just like slowly burning the bridge. And the bridge seems to be made of these like vines and grasses. And you see these two big statues. And I would say you need to check, but you've seen these creatures before, I believe, right? You saw Tengus before?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, these are giant statues of Tengus who are like in these like monk kind of positions, and they're like, I guess you can see it on the map, but they're kind of like mirrored each other, and they're like maybe probably 50 feet tall, but they're like mirrored against the bridge on either side. Give me perception checks to see if you can overhear anything of interest while you're peeking over here looking at all this. Very good. Very good. Yeah, you can hear... anyone speak giant?
I do.
Great. Then you will understand. In giant, you hear this giant say, "Oh, great Tencel, accept my offering with honor." And he goes on about some recent victory, about taking this place and murdering its inhabitants in the name of Tencel, the god of war. He'll switch to I guess you also speak Orcish. Just double check.
I sure do.
Yeah, he will switch to Orcish and tell them to keep an eye out for anyone that doesn't belong here, as he needs his time to give his prayers and offerings to the god of war. And the orcs nod and look towards the other side of the bridge, toward your direction. They don't seem to see you, but they're just looking in your general direction, guarding, watching. And yeah, do you guys have any questions for me before I bring you back to the party?
How many do we see just there?
You see 2 orcs with axes, 1 orc with a bow, and 1 giant, fire giant.
And so no spellcaster.
Do not see a spellcaster.
Okay. Do you have any questions, Gamix?
I don't think so.
Excellent. So if that's all you want to ascertain from this scene, I will pull you back to the main map, and you will also make your way back to the party and can chat to them about what you've seen, what you think your best approach is, or what to do. Oz and Katara, you see Gamex and Dot sneak their way back into your little campsite you maybe set up here, waiting for them.
I'll look at the axe and say, "Hi, Oz. You weren't going to come with us."
I got told no. She saw I know I disappear. She shout before I leave. She say before I leave.
And that was probably a good idea because they were definitely on the lookout for people. He was dedicating some kind of like recent kill to Tinsel.
Ooh.
What
Yeah.
Tinsel?
Tinsel is the god of war. He's also known for a flaming. Is it a falchion or a scimitar?
Yeah, you've seen it in many depictions. Cultures will depict them in their own favorite way, but it always is some flaming weapon, is usually his symbol.
So yeah, I would say that. I didn't see the spellcaster, but it did seem like there were just the 2 orcs and the one with the bow and the fire giant. I'll kind of describe, the area around and that sort of thing.
Yeah, you can describe the vine bridge, the 2 Tengu statues, and the strange not strange, the houses that were aflame. Not houses, they were like 10 by 10 with roofs, little huts, or I don't know what you would call them. You didn't really
The vine bridge is annoying.
You didn't get a huge look at them.
Vine bridge is hard to cross.
Yeah, and it was on fire too. I don't know if that'll make it structurally weaker or not.
Wait, how would it be on fire if plant? Shouldn't
Plants
burn down?
burn.
Shouldn't already be burned?
Maybe it's so thick that it doesn't burn right away.
Right, but they just set on fire for no reason?
I don't
If they
know.
don't know we
Like
coming,
fire
why
is
they
their
set on
thing.
fire? What?
I
I'm sorry.
think this guy likes fire. I mean, Tinsel's all about fire.
Still seem weird.
Have you heard of the word arsonist?
That's what people call me, but
Then
I think they're just exaggerating.
I don't have sun.
If you and Katara have son, they'd be our son.
How we have sun? I know have part, she know have part.
Donation.
How'd that work?
You just have to ask for it.
Ew. That gross.
But yeah, Dot can also share the prayer that she overheard. The implication was that he just recently raided this area, which could explain why the bridge is somewhat on fire. Perhaps there was a recent combat that broke out.
How we
So what-
proceed? They go and stay here? Do they say? You hear words?
I don't think they'll stay here. They'll be here a while, but they won't. They probably won't stay here if this is a place they raid.
What will we do?
We can try
Well-
and pick them off, you know, a little at a time, maybe.
I mean, I think, once they know we're here, they'll all be out.
True.
Out of character, I just wanted to share to make sure everyone's on the same page. It is clear that this is not the exact location where their home is. Seems like you just caught them on some expedition that they're doing. So their home base is nearby somewhere, but this is not it. This is clearly
But my thinking out of character that I'm trying to let the intelligent members of the party know. I don't mean that as in you're not intelligent. I mean if you're not thinking of it. Is that if like us they decide to stay here for a night to recuperate, we can't exactly hide out here very well in a camp. So the question is whether or not they're willing to leave the cave today, or if they're going to wait here until the next morning.
They're not in a cave.
I thought they went into a cave to...
No,
No?
they're
Okay.
standing
I
out in
misunderstood
the
then.
open, and it's like an open cliff kind of thing they're
Okay.
on.
So did it look like they would be staying there for the night?
Yeah, does a
they
camp
eating
equipment... Does anybody
there?
have camping gear or anything?
No, Dot overheard him say, give me some time to give my prayers and offerings to Tencel and keep watch. Take from that what you will. Maybe this will take hours, maybe it takes days. I don't know.
How bad is it if we interrupt prayers? Gods look bad on that? If we attack when pray?
Give me a knowledge religion for... You wouldn't know of any rules against attacking while someone's praying. It's definitely I don't know what the word would be. I want to say bad manners, or a way to say that. Not honorable for sure. You haven't heard of any God saying do not do this or something like that, but it's definitely doesn't pass the vibe check for sure. But you were planning on attacking someone who's giving praise to the god of war. It's a sketchy situation. Will a god come out and smite you for doing such a thing? No. Will your tactics be impeded, or maybe rolls will be influenced for attacking a disciple of the god of war and doing an uncouth battle tactic? Perhaps.
Okay, so maybe we do this a different way. Maybe this is where Kit, being an honorable person, might be handy. Maybe we offer a battle, our group versus their group, sans giant.
Well, we were told that they're not amenable really to talking, though.
I
Yeah.
guess that's true. Okay, I forgot about that. But if we...
They're not amenable to talking, but he is an avid follower of Tencel. If you were to issue such a declaration of combat, your religion check would tell you that would require some response. He couldn't just ignore you and launch into an attack. I mean, he could, but that would not pass the vibe check with the God of War as well.
If we were willing to offer something in return, if we lost and they don't kill us, we would become his servants.
I don't know if Oz is thinking of all this, but out of character, that is a really good idea and would probably work. If you were to offer, we want to fight your minions, and if we lose, you will become your minions, or if we win, or I don't know. If you phrase it some way, that seems interesting and enticing. it definitely sounds like that is a good plan of action. And you can confirm as such with your headband if you wanted, but...
Well, I mean, it's hard though, because nobody would introduce this idea.
I mean, Dot might think of it like.
Yeah, with that knowledge religion check about Tencel, I think what I'm saying is a pretty reasonable thing for you to present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
But I mean, it's up to Kit if Kit would even like that idea. So, because we all have to be on the same page about whatever we do.
It would at least stop them from all just attacking us at once.
Do you think they'll not attack us long enough to listen to us?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't think that their god would look too kindly on them agreeing to it and then attacking us anyway.
Well, I think we would have to get it out quickly, right? We would have to come in and saying, we'd have to figure out like the right words for it. It would have to be something like, in honor of your victory, we have come here to offer you challenge or something like that, or offer you an opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of group of people would just murder a stranger you meet immediately without speaking? That doesn't sound like that. I mean, it's good.
So what were you?
But that's what I'm saying. If we evoke Tencel first, there's a non-zero chance. I don't know that this is the right option. I'm just throwing things out there. So please don't take my first suggestion as the best suggestion, or as the suggestion I'm saying is the best suggestion.
So in this supposed plan, like, okay, I get the alternative of here's what happens if we lose, but like, if we win, we say then what? Then we get to fight the fire giant, or like, what are we proposing?
Yeah, I think if we win, then we go on to fight the fire giant. Maybe if we like approach them with a sword that's flaming.
If anything, actually, if we approached him and then we were like, yeah, and then we'll fight you at a disadvantage if we manage to take down your team.
What's the disadvantage? Just that we would be hurt from that combat?
We would be injured from fighting their team. But at that point, we can't run, right? Unless we want to evoke the wrath of the god.
Dot, yeah, that's a really good religion check. So you would know that you've heard of one famous, something similar to this happened before. There was an evocation of Tencel and honorable combat, and you heard of this tale. This happened in maybe 30 or 40 years ago in Gethin, and this warrior invoked Tensel's name and challenged an opponent to honorable combat, similar to what you're kind of doing. And you heard the tale that Tencel honored and heard the words, and around them erupted flame, making escape impossible. So you've heard of this. Now, do you think your words reach the god of war every time? Do you think he creates balls of flame just for anybody? Who knows? But you've heard of this happening. Just
if we're challenging devoted followers in the middle of praying to Tencel, he probably is paying attention. Maybe.
My big issue is
share that.
Yeah, my big issue is we don't know how strong its followers are, and we don't know how much they're going to be able to tie us up, and we don't know, like, in combat, and we don't know how big the damage from the giant is going to be.
Yep.
You know,
it's a lot of unknowns.
You do know the giant because they researched it, and I did say you were all allowed to look at the stat block.
Got it. Then I'm gonna do that then.
Sure.
Because maybe I'll notice insights from experience that other people won't, and then we can apply that to.
Yeah, it's just a fire giant. I can link you if you need it.
I got it. I pulled it up.
And it's 3 orcs, is that right?
So, yeah, I just want to, out of character, remind you of the knowledge you know and versus what you saw. You were told there were 4 orcs under his employ.
Okay.
Or
I
at
only
least
saw 3.
you were told in the attack on Yuno there were 4 orcs. 3 of which have been seen. The 4th is the spellcaster that has not been seen. But they were watching the camp, I'll say, for 20, 30 minutes, and the spellcaster did not make an appearance. Does that mean he's not there? No. Does that mean he is there? No. You just don't know where he is. Maybe he was only there for that attack. There's a lot of unknowns with this spellcaster.
He's Schrodinger's spellcaster. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so the fire giant, unless it crits, can't down me in 1 round, but will have a 75% chance of hitting me on its last attack. And all 3 of the other attacks will hit 95% of the time.
That's very dangerous.
Yes. That's going to be how it is no matter what, though. So, but if I get 2 good swings on it, 3 good swings on it, it's dead. But that does take me. That does require me to get those swings in.
Yeah, there's also the option, if you guys don't feel confident, you can choose not to tackle this right now.
Of course, if we attack them now, they may be slightly weakened themselves from whatever they did from sacking that town.
Perhaps.
Was that something they could see at all? Like, did it look like were they too far away?
Yeah,
Like,
the
they were
orcs
wounded
look
at
like
all?
the orcs look like their clothing was ripped. One of them had a wound, a slight wound, but they didn't look like they were like on their deathbed. But they look like they're all missing some HPs of some. The giant did not look scathed at all.
You have at least 1 headband use. Why don't we ask the headband about the strategy of challenging them, but in Tensel's name, and see what we get as a
Sure.
result?
Ah.
Yeah, you will get back. You will get back an image of you all facing 4 orcs, mano a mano, a wreath of flame around you all, and you all defeat them decidedly, but you all incur some sort of injury. But you win.
But it still does not deal with the fire giant.
Nope.
But at least it does tell us that we get a one-on-one fight with the orcs if we do it that way, and that we have reasonable odds of ousting them.
There was also a little bit of information in there if you were paying attention.
That it
Yeah,
will be
the fourth
a
orc is there. We know.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure people clued in on that.
Yes.
Okay, now ask if we ambush them right now. What do the results look like?
Okay. So asked.
By them, you mean including the fire giant, or doing?
Yeah, if we just
plan?
rushed in right now and went for a surprise assault.
Victory comes at great cost, and you'll get an image
Somebody
of
die.
one of you probably dying.
Yeah, I think our best odds are to go the Tensel route.
And out of character, that is my best estimation. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, Steve probably knows that, like, the rolls could go either way. Like, if they all roll poorly, you probably could wipe the floor with them. But if they roll all well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
of
we
you dies,
can't
but-
we can't account for whether or not which side Asriel will play in any scenario. But
Exactly. Yeah. But
I
yeah,
say-
I remember. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I say we go the tinsel route. It seems like the safest plan.
Yeah, out of character, I just remember
Okay.
from the last campaign, we had this comment that we'd like to be reminded of all of our options. You guys have a wish. I don't know if you want to waste it on this, but this is a tough thing.
Yeah.
You have a wish. You don't have to do this right this second. You've assessed it. Maybe you come back more prepared, or do something a little different, or think about it. I mean, I'm sure we're probably not going to start this combat with 10, 15 minutes left, but we don't have to rush, is what I'm saying. Take a minute. Last session I did say you could look at the stat block and prepare and stuff, but if you haven't done that, you can look at the stat block and think of like, okay, can we take this? Someone may die. We have a wish. It's not useful to us if someone... I mean, it is still useful if someone dies. You want to wish them back, but why not be preemptive with it? Maybe wish something to help you defeat this, and I don't know.
We wish the fire giant is dead.
Yeah, I was going to say you could do that, but doing such, dramatic things cause more dramatic consequences, so you may want to wish for something less,
I mean, on the other hand, we could, use the wish as if somebody dies, we can use it to bring one of us back.
Yeah.
But only one of us, right?
If you just need one person to survive, because then you could just say, I wish my party to be resurrected or whatever.
Oh, so you could use a wish to bring back multiple people?
You could try. I'm not saying it would work. The particulars of wish are... in the spell it says it's up to GM discretion and things like that, but basically it replicates the power of a level 9 spell, and level 9 spells can resurrect one person, but I'm pretty liberal with things, and it's a wish, and it's crazy powerful, so... I'm not saying it would work for sure, so I don't want to oh yeah, we can just automatically resurrect everyone, but, I'm just saying you have a wish. Personally, I think it would be more useful to use it as a preemptive measure instead of dire scenario that you need to resurrect the whole party, but...
Well, I want to be clear about something before we go into this.
Mm-hmm.
I am not deeply attached to this character. I am enjoying playing this character. If I die, I am not going to be intensely depressed that I have lost this character. This is a reckless, hot-headed character that has given me the experience of getting to play something that swings a massive axe for crazy amounts of damage. If at least once in the combat I get to Vital Strike if I get to Enlarged Vital Strike for all the damage that I want, I don't care about anything else that has happened in the entirety of this campaign. I will be rolling so many Ds that it does not matter. That being said, it's up to you guys how you feel about it. I think that the odds are reasonable enough that we can defeat this encounter. I think that somebody's going to potentially die. If I die, I don't care. If I die to help you guys beat the encounter, that's fantastic.
Yeah, but if you die and the rest of us get enslaved,
You're not going to get
a
enslaved.
super
No,
fun campaign.
So out of character, I think it's a really good idea to do the combat thing where you fight the orcs first in honorable combat. You likely will defeat them, maybe get injured a little bit, probably not. If they get lucky crit, maybe it's bad, but that's 5% chance, right? But then you probably will handle them easily. Then it's just a giant versus 4 people, and you're going way up. But like Steve said, he likely will target Oz, because Oz is almost one shot.
Yeah, I feel like I'll one shot at least one of the orcs in combat. It will be literally, if I get a swing and I hit on it, I am rolling for so much fucking damage that if that thing is somehow standing afterwards, I either fucking minimum rolled or it has a deity level hit points. Because look, let me just put this on paper. Hold on, so we understand where I'm coming from. I just did all the windows in the wrong order, by the way. That was fantastic. I've never been so bad at window management before in my entire life here. But let's see. If I do everything I can in an encounter, I won't even charge in this particular case, just to be somewhat reasonable here. Oh, that was way low. What the fuck happened here?
Yeah, and that.
Oh no, that didn't vital strike. That did not. No, it did vital strike. Oh, that was a bad vital strike.
But that is one shot to territory for these orcs. So that is like a single attack from Oz brings one of these orcs down, pretty much. But giant territory, once you're in
there is damage missing. My enlarge didn't happen there.
Oh.
That's really weird. Because this... Why is that only rolling... Hold on, maybe I'm remembering to... Oh no, I'm 3d6 for the axe normally, I think. Let me check.
But yeah, and then against the fire giant, you do 50% more damage with your cold damage stuff, and if it's just the giant versus you four, you have action economy on your side. So yeah, it's just dicey because if he gets a round of attacks on Oz, it's gonna hurt. And,
what if we challenge just the giant with the if we win, the orcs get to go?
Oh, there we go. That's correct. This is correct. Hold on. So this is a reasonable swing for me. So like I said, in 3 hits, I could kill the giant if I can survive 3 rounds with the giant. But I'm not likely to survive 3 rounds. But if I get, and I'm not, that's probably not a hit because I rolled a 3 there.
Yeah.
But at that nice damage, I should be able to down at least an orc.
Oh yeah, that is one-shotting orcs for sure.
Yeah.
So that's the orcs shouldn't be a problem, but they might get a hit or 2 on someone and people. But yeah, the issue is the giant, and like I said, you have 4 people, you have action economy on your side. So it's a hard fight for sure. And I don't want to stress you guys out if this is too stressful or whatever. We can revisit this and stuff, but yeah.
What were you saying, Jess?
Yeah.
I was saying, in all of our other, encounters, we've always gone in basically offering those that, chose to surrender to leave with their lives. What if, instead of challenging the orcs, what if we just directly challenge the giant? And then if we win, then what we win is those orcs get to go free. And if we lose, then we tell the giant we'll join him.
That's another possibility. I feel like we don't really know about, are they loyal to him? Would they even be interested in leaving?
Well, I mean, if we can take down the giant, then that would show them that they probably have no prayer against us. They probably wouldn't want to fight us anyway. But we can just put it to,
Right, but let's say something else happens. Let's say the giant kills me in the process. Now you're 3 versus the 4 of them. And they're at whatever hit points they're at now. Will the odds ultimately change because now I'm not part of the equation? The other way.
I was just thinking we would get to fight the giant when we're, basically full HP, full everything.
Yeah, but even at full HP, it takes 4 hits from the giant on average to kill me. And I can basically gain back 1 hit from the giant thanks to the Cure of Moderates. So I'm gonna... It's 2 to 2.5 rounds before it kills me.
But you'll also have things like my bombs, which will be frost bombs. You'll have Gamix's punch, which will have the cold.
Yeah, we could potentially get him down in 2 rounds. Potentially. But we all have to hit. We all have to hit, and we all have to hit optimally. I'm just making sure, that the scale to me is more balanced for them if we fight the giant first. And the risk is higher that we end up enslaved if we fight the giant first. But I don't know because it does come down to the lottery of dice. But it sort of does the other way around as well.
Yeah, I guess my thought was if we do the giant first, that we'll be at full health and full resources versus, fighting through.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think your perspective on it is just as good as mine the other way. I'm just offering my feelings on it in that it feels more like I could be dead against the giant. I feel more likely that I'm dead versus the giant, since it gets 3 attacks per round, and all of its hits will hit me.
I'm just calling it. This is where blur saves your life.
It could be, but historically, blur is not a useful spell for me. In fact, most often when I have characters like this, they die to other random things, like a lightning bolt that just happens to hit for max damage. That is like 10 points above my hit points, and I have a 10 con. It was a sad day to go. That was a character. Actually, that was a character that had a maxed out reflex save. There was no way that character should have died to a lightning bolt ever.
Well, we don't
Steven,
have
I
to-
feel like I'm. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say we're pretty much at our time, so yeah, we can think about this in between sessions and revisit if you want to do this. Again, you're armed. You have a wish. You can use that to help you with this encounter. You can use it as a lifeline in case someone dies to bring them back, etc., etc. Or we could talk about that this is too stressful, this is not fun, and we do something else. But any final parting words before I cut the stream?
If we all wipe in this, I would be excited to start another game.
Yeah, true.
And I have a really cool concept for the next character. So
All right. On that
Whitney shakes her
note,
head because she knows what it is.
Also, because this is only the 10th episode.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah,
That is
I don't
sometimes.
want it to happen.
that was the
Why?
premise of this game, was going after giants. So,
Yeah.
there's only so many giants you can fight. But yeah, I'm going to close us out there. GG's, and stream going down.